3, 2, 1. What's going on, you freak mother bitches? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pocket Show. Today is Sunday, August 27th, 2017, and this is episode number 35. Tonight, I have SaltySam, MrFortyTwo, and BadBadRobot kicking off this show. And as always, if you guys want to help support the show, ask a question, or give us any kind of feedback at all, feel free to leave a review of the podcast on iTunes, or you can send us an email at crocs@naaackers.com. Just as a last heads up, today is the final day to enter into the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast contest. Anybody who submitted a review for the show on iTunes is getting put in the hat for a chance to win a $20 Steam gift card. So today's the last day you can do it. I'm going to pull it at the end of the day tomorrow just to make sure all the reviews have a chance to go in there. If you do leave a review, make sure to leave your Twitch username in there so I know it's you. Now, as far as my homies here, we're going to go around the room, give everybody a chance to introduce themselves. And so, SaltySam, what's up?
My name is SaltySam. You can find me online on Discord, GSN, everybody's Discords, and Twitter at TheSaltySam. I don't put the script up anymore because I'm afraid of my internet dying.
Oh.
So I don't open Chrome or Mozilla or anything.
That
I
bad?
have an idea.
I'm just that worried about it.
You should just go to the top of the document, go to File, download as PDF, and you can actually have it a local copy on your computer, just in case.
But it won't be live.
It's true. It's true. This is the most low key this has ever been.
I'm so exhausted.
It's okay. I'm sure everybody, I'm sure there's times where people come to this channel especially and say, I wonder if he's not going to scream today. Like, I wonder if I'll just be able to watch some gameplay without having to protect my ears. But that usually doesn't happen.
My name is MrFortyTwo. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at MrFortyTwo. And I'm also on Twitter at MrFortyTwoTV.
Hi, I'm BadBadRobot. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BadBadRobot, and also Instagram and Twitter at TheBadBadRobot. TheBadBadRobot, all together, one word, lowercase ish.
HTML. Hi, my name is Naaackers. You guys can find me on this very channel. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Naaackers with 3 A's. So what the fuck are we drinking tonight, boys?
Starting off with a Samuel Adams Golden Hour.
Mm.
I'm finishing up the end of my last summer sampler, so this is getting towards the end. It's all right. There's nothing flashy about it. It's just a good beer.
Would you say it's okay?
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
I've got a Stella.
Ooh,
Yum.
you got the fancy glass too.
Dude, for the last little, I really like Stella, and for the last little while, I've been just drinking it out of the bottle, and then I poured it into a glass, and I was like, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It makes it a million times better. And plus, if I do this while I'm gaming, I don't have bottles all over my desk. As long as I remember to pour it downstairs, I just pour it into the glass and then I bring it upstairs, and I've got one glass here at all times. I don't have to worry about knocking it over.
Bowling alley I was at last night gave you frosted glasses with your beer tower. And let me tell you, a frosted glass makes Miller Lite taste like fucking Founders. That's all it takes.
False. Absolutely false.
No, that
I'm
tequila makes you feel like Miller Lite.
Dude, just the word tequila makes me want to throw up.
I'm drinking my last line in Google Grapefruit Shandy. This is it. It's going to start getting cold out, so I'm going to have to make the switch from Grapefruit Shandy to other thick, dark beers to keep me warm at night.
I don't even want to hear about end of winter. You guys don't even know.
Bro,
you guys don't even know what I'm about to get fucking put through.
It's about to be hoodie weather. It's coming.
I also think that this is the first time you've ever said Leinenkugel correctly the first time on this podcast.
What the fuck?
Ever.
I always
time.
say it right.
No, you do
I have to
not.
read it off the bottle because it says it. Wait, where is it?
Leinenkugel.
I do not.
Guys,
Maybe.
back me up on this.
Where is it?
That's
It says
true.
Leinenkugel somewhere here.
All right.
Like I read it off the bottle so I don't sound like a fucking idiot.
No, well, you got it, so you're
Too
okay.
late.
And it's already hoodie weather. When we walked to the bowling alley last night, we were in hoodies, and the day before we were in hoodies too, and it was only 7:30 p.m.
Well, I'm excited because I got like Discord swag, I've got Twitch swag, I've got Streamlabs swag. Lauren the other day was like, she's like, do you realize like every single one of your shirts is about video games now?
Yep.
I'm like, yes.
Or from Designed by Humans.
Yeah, that's where they're all from. Yep.
Weenie just got me an Into the AM zipper hoodie, and it is comfy as fuck. So I'm super excited to wear it. I'm drinking water for right now. I'm gonna make an executive decision in about an hour whether or not I'm gonna evolve into beer. I went out for a pre-birthday celebration last night. We went bowling, and I had 2 shots of tequila, which is too many. And I don't even know how much beer. I think me and Weenie split a pitcher at the beginning, and then I split 2 beer towers with a couple other people too. So I don't even
Disgusting.
I don't even fucking know how much I drank. All I remember is when I got home, I couldn't
You walked
see.
home?
Yeah, because the bowling alley is only like a mile away. But I remember when I was walking, I was like trying to analyze the amount of force I was putting in when I was stepping on the concrete. Like I was trying to make every single step sound the same. And I was like analyzing my steps and just looking down like, oh my God, what are feet? Kind of drunk. It was retarded. So yeah, I woke up. Have not been eating much. Had McDonald's a little bit ago, but I don't think I got out of bed until 3 p.m. and then I fell asleep on the couch, and then I fell asleep on the futon. So I have not done shit today. I started editing the script like 20 minutes before we got started. And I haven't had a Sunday like this in a really long time, so it felt great to just not fucking do anything. I always look forward to the podcast on Sundays, but there's always like 10 minutes in between 8 and 9 p.m. where I say I should fucking move the podcast to another day because this shit's ridiculous. But then we go live and all that washes over. It's just pre-show trauma.
I think you fucked up by mixing the Miller Lite with the tequila. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this saying about like beer before liquor?
Never been
Never
sicker.
sicker.
Yeah.
Or yeah, something like that.
Beer before you're in the clear.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah.
I was there and I was already halfway through the picture, and then one set of friends showed up and they go, "Hey, birthday shot." I said, "Sweet. Shots on your birthday are always great because they're what you want." And she goes, "Tequila." And I said, "Do I have a say in what we're drinking?" And to that, which she said no.
No.
And it was, just to give you an idea of how cheap of tequila it was, 5 shots of tequila was $16.
Wow.
So who fucking knows if it was even tequila? Who even knows if it was alcohol?
Probably donkey piss.
So we did the first one, and I thought it was apparent from the looks on all of our faces that tequila was a bad choice. And second group of friends set up and said, "Hey, let's do some shots." I said, "Okay, cool. What are we doing?" She says, "What'd you have last?" I'm like, "Fuck, no, please." Tequila. And so it was the same exact shot again. And I've
Is
never
Patron tequila?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
never
had Patron. That shit is smooth.
It is. And good tequila is good, but shitty tequila, I've never sucked on a lime so fast in my life. I'm not a man. All right, moving along. Non-gaming stuff. What's been up?
Well, Last couple weeks, I've been non-existent when it comes to virtual life. I think I turned my computer on to play games with Robot. That one mod appreciation night, and that was just Rocket League for like an hour. And other than that, I haven't even been in my office.
Wow.
That was fun, wasn't it? The Rocket
That
League?
was fun as shit.
Yeah.
I had never really gotten a chance to play a lot of the what's it called? Battle, whatever.
Oh, battle cars.
No.
Fuck.
What is the mode where it's all the wonky
Rumble.
stuff, like the punching glove?
Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble.
Yeah.
Rumble.
I hadn't really gotten a chance to play that at all, so that was fun. But I've been busting my ass around my house, getting my house ready, and then the eventuality being earlier today, and the reason why I'm so exhausted is because my 2-year-old had his birthday party today. So it was all day yesterday doing yard work, cleaning up the house and shit, and then today, like all day. Basically drunk small people. That's all toddlers are. Toddlers are just like drunk adults.
Yeah.
They just stumble all over the fucking place and they hit themselves on everything. It was a fun time. I'm just tired because I drank like 4 heavy beers throughout the course of today. And it just like weighed me down. I had no water. I didn't eat a lot. Just constantly running around. So
Bad mix.
it's all good.
All right.
What have I been doing? I've been working a lot as per normal. Been on call with work a lot too, so it's been a lot of working after hours as well. Went to a friend's house last night for the Mayweather-McGregor fight, which I don't want to open up too much of a can of worms with it because I know everybody's got their opinion about how that
Who
fight
cares?
went. I thought it was a great fight. I thought it was
a
fun.
good fight too, and I didn't even watch it live.
Yeah. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Like it was just entertaining watching somebody that I normally watch being McGregor because I don't watch boxing. I didn't even they had 3 fights before the McGregor fight. I had to learn boxing in those 3 fights before I could watch the McGregor fight because I had no idea. They always show the rules of all the fight. Like they show the rules of boxing before each fight, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the fuck does it mean by the fight is official after 4 rounds? I'm like, what does that even mean? I had to like figure that out over the course of the night. I was like, so what happens before 3 rounds? And I found out it's like if there's a technical foul or something that causes the fight to stop before 4 rounds, then it's just a technical draw or whatever. But yeah,
It's all got to do with betting. Betting
Yeah.
has entirely changed the rules of boxing over the last like 30 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So much money involved with it that they don't want somebody to go out there and just throw a match early on just to get the result for fucking Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, there was a
I
lot
watched
of
a good portion of it. I probably watched about 5 of the rounds, the first 3 rounds, and then the last probably 4 or 5.
yeah.
They were. I thought the best thing I had heard about it was something that Stephen A. Smith said on ESPN this morning or last night on the post fight. That he said it's a win-win for both of them. McGregor showed that he's not a one-dimensional fighter and he could step into another ring, but it also showed that Floyd Mayweather needs to not be boxing anymore because his first 2 rounds made him look like a bitch.
Yeah.
Was he running around?
I mean, it was
Like
a lot of
running away?
fucking like poke punches and stuff like that. Like it was not a very aggressive boxing match. There's a decent amount of action in the beginning, and then of course the ending. I thought the TKO was a little early.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like
agree.
the ref called it early. More than likely, Mayweather would have 1 or 2 more punches. Conor would have been knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
But
yeah.
But everyone wants to see that though. For all the people he's knocked out, like, yeah, we want to see McGregor knock the fuck out now.
Well, and
Yeah.
and because I was the one who I was DD last night, so I was sober as hell watching the fight. Everybody that at the house party that I was at was losing their minds when the ref stopped the fight. And I'm trying to tell them all, I'm like, guys, the ref's not just gonna stand there and watch someone get punched in the face for an hour. Like he has to stop the fight if he can tell that the guy's not fighting back. And they're like, fuck you, man. You don't
Well,
even
and
know
that's-
boxing.
Yeah.
That's that MMA audience. Like, there's definitely
Yeah.
fights I've watched where they should have stopped it fucking hours ago, like before it even started. But
If
like the old
somebody
days,
if somebody takes
Yeah.
like 6 or 7 consecutive punches to the face and can't lift their arms to defend themselves, it should probably be called, because
Yeah.
they can't call a timeout. Like, there's no timeouts in boxing, right? Like, if you get knocked out, you've got 10 seconds, and then the ref makes sure you're alive, and then you get right back into it. Does the clock stop during a knockout at all? The round clock?
I think it depends.
Okay.
I don't know in boxing,
ref
but I know
can
like the
call
ref
off.
counts down, right? Like the ref will stand over you and count down to 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, and if it's just like a regular knockdown, then it'll keep going. But if, like, say you fucking nut punch the guy just to be a dick, like hit below the belt or something like that, he'll call time.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one tweet from Tim the Tatman today, who was a McGregor fan, and he said, just to put things into perspective, a dude who has never stepped foot in a boxing ring went 10 rounds with a boxer who's 49-0. Like, that should tell you something.
I'm not taking anything away from McGregor.
Mhm.
I think he did a great job. I figured he'd be knocked the fuck out like 10 seconds into the match. That's me objectively looking at it as this is a fucking boxing match and it's Floyd fucking Mayweather.
That's me in the
But
ring. I'd be out in 10
I
seconds.
also take a lot of credit away from Mayweather. He
Yeah.
should have handled Conor McGregor. Because if you look at it from a technical boxing standpoint, even with all the training, McGregor is not that great of a boxer.
No.
If he went up against any other fucking boxer that's top of that weight class right now, he'd probably get shit on.
Yeah.
I think it was a good fight for McGregor. He didn't end up looking like a dumbass like so many people wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
He went 10 rounds with a fucking Hall of Famer in Floyd Mayweather. But I as much as I say a positive for McGregor, it's that much negative for Floyd. He should have
Interesting.
shit on it.
And like the other thing that I thought about that fight that was kind of surprising. I was surprised I didn't see McGregor taunting nearly as much, because that's his whole demeanor nowadays, is to just, I mean, he doesn't do it too much during the MMA fights either, but he still does it, and he did it a little bit during that fight. But then after that, I think he realized that, oh shit, I can't just do that to this guy.
Yep.
I mean, they're both getting paid like what,
Oh, yeah.
$150 million.
They're
for
both
that?
winners.
Yeah. You see how fucking passionate the hug was after the fight? Like, after he called it, they both like hugged and it was like real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see, they just like patted each other on the back and said, thanks for the $100 million.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. As much as I was happy to watch the fight and everything like that, I am fucking so glad it's done. Because holy shit, like the amount of scrolling I had to do, like I like MMA in general. The amount of scrolling I had to do to get past all the McGregor Mayweather bullshit to get to actual MMA news just was driving me nuts over the past week. So I'm just glad it's done with, and send fucking McGregor to retirement with all of his money that he has to spend paying off his taxes, and let McGregor go fucking defend his belt in the MMA and just be done with it.
Yep. I think that money belt was worth like 400 million or some shit. It was made out of like gold, diamonds, and some like rare crocodile skin or some shit. I don't know. It's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
I'm sure
did
it was
come out-
worth a shitload.
He came out looking like a sex blow-up doll, though, didn't he?
yeah, what the fuck was that?
What was that get up?
That was so
By the way,
weird.
I would let him punch me for $150 million.
You're talking about Mayweather? What the stuff he
Yeah,
came out in?
Mayweather. Yeah.
I saw a picture somebody edited the other day that somebody edited in him in his getup when he was walking out into an operator in Rainbow Six Siege. And it actually looked pretty legit.
Looks like a fucking BDSM mask or some shit. It was weird.
New operator. That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Floyd.
Yeah, other than the fights, I've just been doing a lot of work-related homework at home here, and I signed up for the gym finally.
Yeah.
Whoa.
2 years of waiting, so I haven't gone yet. I think my first day is going to be tomorrow, or I think tomorrow I'm just going in for orientation stuff and just see what the gym's like. But other than that, I'm just excited to get back in there. Been too long.
I'm right behind you. We were gonna sign up this past Friday, but some unexpected bills came up, so I got to push it back. But I'm gonna be right there with you, and it's gonna suck.
Those unexpected expenses were the tequila shots last night.
What's worse is that was free anguish for me. Like, it's not like I can even say I paid for it. Like, somebody gifted me a day's worth of pain and agony.
Tequila.
Yay, birthdays.
Dope. My turn?
Yeah.
So last week, wife was out of town, so I was gaming. So not much like real life other than going out and getting food. But this weekend, me and Lauren went out to Western Michigan for our 8-year anniversary. We stayed out there. We ended up staying at a nice hotel on the water. We took a pirate ship or a sailboat out on the water to watch the sunset. In the advertisement, it was totally a pirate ship, and I was excited. And then we got there, I'm like, this is just a regular fucking sailboat. Like, I feel like I've been gypped. But it was cool. Like, once we get out there, they serve drinks and shit like that, and the conversation was hella funny. So we stayed out there today, woke up. We ate nothing but just like amazing food out there. I had this sandwich. Oh my God. So downtown Grand Haven is where we went. There's a sandwich shop that I've never heard of called Electric Face or something like that. Or Electric Head or something. Anyways, the place is like hot pink and yellow thunderbolts. And anyways, I had this sandwich called It's Worth 15 Shroot Bucks. And it was pulled pork, huge chunks of pineapple, slices of jalapeno and barbecue sauce on toasted sourdough bread. And it was amazing. And then this morning we got we went to this place called Morning Star, where they make fresh Cinnabons there, and they had a cream cheese frosting and got some eggs Benedict and some crepes. It was like, oh, it was so good. It was so good. So it was really cool to it was only for like a day and a half, but it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So we got back today. We went to a shower, went grocery shopping, and then got home and watched probably like 6 episodes. Me and Lauren realized that we hadn't watched The Office up till the end, like the last 2 seasons we hadn't watched. So we just watched like 6 episodes of The Office, and I was like, all right, it's podcast time. I gotta go.
God.
But that was fun. Also in like TV show news, I started watching, or I watched season 1. Have you guys ever watched the show The OA on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
It's fucking weird, but intriguing. I'd suggest if you're like bored and you're looking for something new, check out the OA. And now that I have HBO now for just Game of Thrones, I was like, you know what? It's time to finish season 1 of Westworld. So I'm on like episode 5 of Westworld, and it's so good. I'm loving it, which I think I have like 5 more episodes to go. I think there's only 10 episodes in the season. But I saw that they just teased season 2 of Westworld at like Comic-Con like a month or 2 ago or something like that. So I'm gearing up for season 2.
I tried to catch up on Game of Thrones before this new season started. It just wasn't possible. I got to season 4, episode like 3 or 4. So I got like kind of halfway-ish. But usually summers, I can put something on at work while I'm working, since nobody's in the building really. But it was just so fucking busy this summer that I couldn't watch anything. It's summers usually where I do all of my behind the back shooting on like Snapchat or Instagram and some shit. I didn't have time to do any of that shit this summer. It was a total bummer. But I think probably as soon as this year gets started, I'm gonna be grinding away, like actually in my office at work. So I'll probably try and get caught up.
I'm actually kind of jealous of you because you get to watch all of it in a row, kind of be up to date with every single thing that's going on, and then you get to watch this like whole season like all at once, because we have to wait week to week to week. But I wish like HBO would have released shows like Netflix do, where like as soon as it's out, you can binge watch every single episode. But
Yep.
why does HBO do that? Why don't they just release all the episodes at the same time?
Build
They
hype.
do it like old TV.
Yeah.
It could be the hype thing too.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but last season, there was a leak, and the first 3 or first 4 episodes of Game of Thrones got released, and I remember watching all 4 of those like in a row on day one. But yes, I already know so much of what happens. I remember by the time I got to season 3, because of what by the time I got everybody's names down and like realized where everybody was and who they were related to, by the end of season 3, like, man, I gotta go back and watch season 1. I feel like I understand so much more now. But I refuse to waste not waste, but spend another 10 plus hours watching something I've already watched just so I can get a better understanding of it. I just don't care that much. It's a great show. It's a really good show. But knowing that they're an hour long and knowing that a season of Game of Thrones is like 10 hours of my life, I'm like,
Dude, I'm already so bad with names in real life. I had the hardest time with Game of Thrones names.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, I first started watching that show with my ex-roommate Carly, and I had to ask her like 3 times an episode about someone.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, there's like somebody in the show would mention this person. I'd be like, so who's that one again? I forgot already.
I even found an Imager post today where it showed like all the characters who got recast in like different seasons that you never realized because like they either played such a small role. Like we were even talking about this current season. We're like, man, I wonder whatever happened to the one guy, right? And that was one of the characters that I realized like in the first 3 seasons or in season 3, like the guy, he was the guy we were thinking of, and then he got recast and he's always been in the show and we just didn't realize it because we're just like, oh, this is just a new character, because you can't remember every single fucking one of their names.
Yep.
It's impossible.
I don't know if you guys know, and this isn't any kind of spoilers. Do you remember? So the imp, his name is Tyrion, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Tyrion Lannister.
What's his dad's name?
Tywin.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
those two, I would get screwed up all the time.
Yep.
And because they were related, it was just like Tywin, Tyrion, Tywin, Tyrion. I was like, how am I supposed to remember that?
Yeah. There was the Mountain. I think he was recast twice.
3 times.
3 times.
Twice. And now the current one is the 3rd guy.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, that it for you, Robot?
Yeah, that's my non-gaming life.
Okay. As far as the past week goes for me, I've really just been slaving away at work. I can't think of anything else that I've really done outside of that, other than going out for my birthday last night. That was pretty much the only other thing. The one thing that I documented on Instagram was me spraying my office with Arizona. For those of you
Can't believe that happened.
For those of you who didn't see this, we lost Salt.
We lost Sam like 2 minutes ago.
No, Salt. He's
Yeah.
raging so fucking hard right now.
He probably
poor guy.
opened up the Google fucking Doc.
Why you do that? Why you do that, Salty?
I'll just try it real quick.
Bye, Salty.
Bye, Salty.
Oh God, everybody's dropping. Bye, 42. You're just straight up
What?
gone. You're gone.
No.
He's
How?
still here.
In the not in OBS. He's not.
In Skype
Because of
He
how
means
he's
like your camera's.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Bye, 42.
The darkness. It's too much.
I'm gonna see. Where would you be? Fuck.
I'm right here. Come get me. I'm right here.
Are
Come
you?
on.
We get some F's in chat for Salty.
Oh shit! I don't even know where your screen cap.
You know, with all the fucking data, Mr. Salty, like, you know, he's always like, I got it limited. I go through like 200 gigs a month. Like, he should just fucking tether his computer to his phone for these shows.
Seriously. Oh, he's probably so mad. I can't imagine.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy. His last message in Discord, fucking bullshit internet.
It's been so bad for him lately.
Poor guy. Oh, there he is. He's in Discord.
Oh, hey, buddy. Do
Hi.
you want to keep your video off and just try and do audio? Or
I mean, I have no fucking idea.
All right, I'm gonna get
That
you.
might be smart.
I'm gonna get you back.
It starts with this weird connection related error in the debug menu with Discord.
I wonder if it's noticing your internet dropping out before, because you always freeze in Skype.
Yeah.
But I think Discord uses so little bandwidth that it sticks around for a little bit longer.
I totally dropped out. I stopped being able to hear you first before Skype. Skype never went out for me. I could see the phone call the entire time.
Really?
Huh.
Until I hit restart on my computer.
That's
Interesting.
fucking weird.
Fucking annoying as shit.
Sorry, buddy. So yeah, I was walking into my office with a pair of Arizona cans, two in one hand and one in the other. And I walked by my desk and nicked the edge of the can, and it just shot a solid stream of Arizona all over my fucking wall. Both gaming towers, my mixers, all of the cables. It was fucking insane. Yeah, I could not even believe it. It was even like, so I walk in, like my door's over here, and I was standing right here, and I'm looking down as I'm turning, so I just see the stream paint the walls. It even got on like wall-mounted pictures that were out in the living room. It's fucking insane. So that's really the only exciting thing that has happened to me in the past 7 days since the last podcast. So,
Well, you guys had? Oh yeah, non-gaming.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yes.
as far as gaming and streaming, Salty, I know you probably don't have much, but what's been up with you?
Pretty much already talked about my gaming. I actually, as pertaining to gaming, I've been watching a lot of pub lately. Cullen, one of our buddies over at GSN, he's been streaming really late at night while I've been working night shift. And he's not like really trying to stream so much as he just puts it up and plays. So it's a lot of the people we know from all the folks we've met through GSN, and it's been fun to watch. I've been thinking about buying it.
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that I haven't even started a game in 2 weeks, that's like next level shit.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
literally the only time I even turned my computer on was for Robot Stream.
I think because you loved H1Z1 so much, I think you'll love Battlegrounds. And it's like I think about when we played the alpha, like when we got alpha keys, and how horrible and how different that game was back then. Like the performance was so bad, and like you got into a car and you had instincts, but like it's in a really good spot right now, and it's just so fun and so quick to get into matches and solos and squads and duos if possible. I think you would like it. And I'm not just saying that because I want you to play another game other than Ark. I just I think you'd legitimately like it like you liked H1.
For me, a lot of those type of games, especially with FPS, it's about the people you play with, and you want to play with people you know and all that other shit. So a lot of what got me into playing games besides Ark is I could stream it. So it'd at least give me that little bit. Like I could do H1Z1 solos all day.
Yep.
Eventually somebody would get online and be like, hey, you mind if I join you? And then keep going that way. But a lot of the times, because I'm always on the computer so early in the day comparatively to most people, I just end up soloing the fuck out of games.
Yeah.
Do you still have H1 installed, Salty?
I don't know. I don't even want to start up Steam. God knows.
Yeah.
How many updates you have? Oh my god.
Your computer's getting angry that you're not using it enough, so it's just throwing it right back in your face.
I wonder if that's what's fucking with it. I wonder if it's running background processes.
Do you have what brand GPU do you have?
MSI.
Okay. I found some feature in the Asus GPU software where you can turn on gaming mode and it basically kills all of the unnecessary Windows services and processes. Some are
Oh, shit.
and it worked pretty well. I think it eliminated 53 Windows processes and gave me like an extra 10% of CPU room. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
But
That's not bad at all.
I don't know if MSI like it closed. I think it closed like Cloud App. It didn't close Discord. I'm trying to think. There was one other thing that it closed that I wish it shouldn't have. But you could probably go in and tell it what you want.
Like Cam or
Yeah.
something like
the
that.
fuck. Listen, I love NZXT. Fuck Cam software. That is the biggest piece of shit software. They should be ashamed of themselves. Like the level of ignorance to detail that they put into that software is asinine. I've never I reinstall it and uninstall it probably once a month and hoping that it's better. It's fucking not. And I feel like I see you guys agreeing with me, but everyone else I talk to think the Cam software is the best shit under the sun. And I'm like, no, it's fucking not. And unfortunately, it's why I will refuse to buy any NZXT lights or fans or cooling systems because I don't want to have to load that software.
Every time I start my PC, I see Cam start and then it crashes. Like I can't actively open Cam because it just crashes right away. And it's been that way. Like I was just thinking like 3 months ago, I was like, man, and you know, my computer's been on Rainbow Wave, my lighting for a while. And I was like, I haven't seen Cam run an update lately. And then I forgot about it. And then like 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I saw Cam for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, Cam. And then it's gone.
And when it does launch, it wants you to log in every fucking time you restart your computer.
Every time.
Yeah.
You gotta and I authenticate through Gmail. Like that's how I created my account. And I have to 2-factor authenticate that shit every single time I start my PC. I'm just like, fuck it. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yep. And it's so sad because I've never had an NZXT product that I have not liked.
Yeah. True that.
And
I got a bunch of shit in my case. It's theirs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cam makes me as mad as I get when I yell at H1Z1 players who hate the fucking game but keep playing it and just whine about it.
Oh my god, the Twitter feed lately of H1Z1 Salt.
I have put a filter now on my Twitter feed. Yep. Anything that says H1Z1 is automatically muted. Yep. I just can't take it anymore.
Same.
Is there a better, like, is there any other software you guys recommend? Like, the only reason why I use Cam is because it's something I can put in the very corner of the screen on the mini cam so that I can monitor
like temperature monitors.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys recommend that's the thing? That's the only reason why I feel like I have to use it.
Wasn't there a program that's called CPU Fan or Temp Fan or something like that?
CPU ID. There's CPU Z. There's a couple
Temp
out
Fan.
there. Temp Fan's another one. Specky has temperature control, but I honestly, as much as I talk shit about Windows 10 lately, I like the resource manager that Windows 10 offers with their task manager. Like if you just load up the processes and you can just keep an eye on all of your loads, because if you're not getting high load, you're not getting high temps. So as of lately, because hardware is so good at not burning out, like you really have to try in order to kill your hardware by heat nowadays, unless it's malfunction, because most hardware will just shut down before it even overheats, except for Salty's case where it just fucking melts his shit.
I will blow everything up.
Yeah. So I like the performance tab in Task Manager. I usually keep that up. You can make it super tiny to where you can just see the percent loads. And it also offers your bandwidth monitoring too. So
might have to start doing that then and just get rid of Cam because it's the same thing. I hate Cam will sometimes just randomly decide to not start up
Yep.
and doesn't tell you why. There's nothing to fix it.
I'm trying to. There was another good one that I used to use for just temperatures, and I can't remember.
I
what
remember
it is now.
Lyric talking about one that he used to use called Rain Meter or something. I think it was
Yeah.
called.
Yep.
Is that it?
Oh,
Rain Meter is a like desktop make pretty app. It's pretty much like you can customize your desktop to integrate a bunch of utilities into your computer,
Oh.
and that's like one of the features. But getting that set up and running and working is worse than reading the Bible from start to finish. It is absolutely terrible. So I'll well, maybe chat. What do you guys use? What do you guys use to monitor your temps? Because I remember Cam 1.0 did it really well. It just fucking gave you information about your hardware, and that was it. And then they came out with 2.0 and they just fucked it all up. So we'll have to see what people are using. Are we on to? I think gaming. Salty, you're all done.
the games.
All right, 42, you're up.
All right. So lately you know what, the one thing I noticed when I was filling in the script about what games I've been playing, I have not played PUBG in 2 weeks.
That long?
I think so. 'Cause
Wow.
I can't think of the last time I played it, because the last few streams I've been doing has been Rocket League or Vive stuff, and then just even in my I don't play PUBG in my downtime that much unless I get invited to play duos or squads. I won't play solos by myself when I'm off stream because I just get way too jumpy for some reason. If I'm when I'm streaming it and I'm talking, it like if someone shoots at me when I'm in the middle of talking to the stream, it doesn't scare me as much. But if I'm like sitting here just playing by myself and I'm not streaming, I'm not talking to myself, I'm like, what was that? What was that noise? I just get so jittery with it because I'm so nervous. And then so I haven't been playing any of that. I've been playing lots of Rocket League, like I just said. We did this past weekend. Well, sorry, this weekend that we're on right now, as we did RLCS day 2. Last weekend we did day 1. Me, Naaackers, and Mr. Vansman. Last weekend went all right. We did 6 best of 3s total. I think we ended up finishing 4-2, 4 wins, 2 losses, I believe it was.
Yep.
And then this weekend we played again. This is the first season that they've actually let us play 2 different qualifiers separately. So we registered for this past Saturday as well, and we ended up finishing a round farther. I think we ended up 5-2.
Correct.
Although, wasn't it this past weekend we had 2 DQs, right? 2 teams that disqualified on us.
I believe so, yeah.
So I think technically we were like 3-2.
Yeah. I think we played better this past one than we did our first one.
Yeah, we definitely did. I'd say so. And I think we've definitely been playing better season to season too.
Oh yeah.
We've been even just all of us individually, like we've all gotten noticeably better. Other than Rocket League, I've been playing a ton of Hearthstone since the new expansion came out for it. They have this boss at the very end of the Hearthstone for the new expansion. They have a boss at the very end of that expansion called the Lich King. And he's like one of the major characters in World of Warcraft lore. I've been talking with Dustles a lot because Dustles has been trying to beat him as well. He is such a pain in the ass. Like today I was sitting here doing laundry, and then like in between laundry, I was like playing against this boss, and I was just like, can't tell you how many times like this is what I was doing because I was relaxed playing it, and I was just sitting here playing it, and something would happen in the game. I'd be like, fuck it, and I just get up and go do laundry because I was getting so frustrated with it. It's so annoying. Bosses in that game are just the biggest trolls. Like you set up this nice board on the game, and you're like, all right, I'm doing pretty good. I got everything I need right here, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're all dead.
I saw you playing Hearthstone for the entirety of me playing Rocket League today, and I was like, oh man, he's grinding hard.
Yeah, it's such a I love that game. It is a really good game for me because it's something I can do while I'm like watching a Twitch stream or it's just like one of those mind-numbing games. Like you still have to think while you're playing it, but it's not as much thinking as like if you were playing PUBG. You don't need to like super pay attention to everything.
Right.
So every time it's like trying to think of something I can relate it to, but playing that game for as many hours as I have, trying to beat that single boss, it's just one of those things. Like as soon as I'm done doing it, I'm like, well, I haven't even beaten him yet. I just wasted like 3 hours doing this.
Wait, 3
Like,
hours for one boss?
Yeah, and I never beat him.
Is that
Oh
like
my
3 hours
God.
for one attempt?
No. That's like that was probably like 50 attempts.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Okay.
say, holy fuck.
Yeah,
It's
and
fucking
like
Dark Souls. What the fuck?
yeah, and a lot of the like a lot of it too is like with this boss they've set it up so like you can start playing him, and then if you realize you're not gonna have a chance, you can just restart right away. So it's like it's a lot of that. Like it's just a lot of like, okay, piece together my plan. It's like, oh, can't do that anymore. So then just restart it, start from scratch. But I mean, it's one of those games too where you get a nice reward if you can beat him, and you can beat him with every hero in the game. It's one of those mind-numbing games I like to play on a Sunday when I'm doing laundry and watching Twitch. So
Is the Lich King like the one and only boss in the expansion, or are there multiple bosses?
there's the way that they do like solo play in that game is they have they call them like adventures. So basically like when an expansion launches, they usually have like 4 levels of bosses.
Okay.
So like the first level on the boss or the first level in the adventure will open up the first week it's out, and it'll have like usually like 3 bosses. So once you beat those 3 bosses, you're kind of done for that week, and you have to wait till next week
Gotcha.
to come back and play the next level. So the Lich King is kind of the last boss in this expansion. So it just came out like this past week or the week before. So everyone's been kind of grinding away on it, and it's just I beat all the other bosses like no problem, but this one has just been
The bitch
pain
king.
in my ass.
The bitch
other-
king.
Other than that, I had my roommate Carly over for a while yesterday and had her play Minecraft on the HTC Vive for the first time for a while. And like she was saying, she's like, I'm gonna have a hard time playing normal Minecraft now, because it's playing VR in general is cool, but playing Minecraft on it, like I even enjoy Minecraft a lot more now. It's playing Minecraft on that thing is so entertaining. It's
Cool.
go ahead. No, I
was just gonna ask, like, when you're like mining stuff, do you have to whack your controller like this to like
Oh god.
mine shit?
Yeah, so you actually
Dude,
like you
you're
can
gonna
actually
get buff. You don't need a gym membership. Just
Oh,
play
I know.
fucking Minecraft all day.
yeah, that's one of the really fun things about it is like you actually physically hold like the little pixelated like pickaxe in your hand, and it's not even like you
Wow.
don't even have to. They made it so well that you don't even. It's not like you have to make like a well, you do have to make a swinging motion, but as long as you actually physically contact the tip of the pickaxe to the item that you're hitting, it'll register. So like you still have to make
Wow.
the pickaxe motion, but like you actually have to contact it. So if there's something that's like out of reach, you have to actually like build something to stand up on top of to do it.
Wow.
That's
Can you
nuts.
just
And it's-
like stick your pickaxe in a stone and then like Surgeon Simulator and just shake it and have the brick
No.
fall apart? Okay.
No. Well, and so I was watching Cal Nohe, who's one of my online friends, play it, and Carly, my roommate, and they were playing it, and when you go into like a cave, like if you know how like in Minecraft you can like dig down underground and find like underground caves. It's one thing when you find an underground cave in like a game on a monitor, because like you see everything on the monitor and you're like, oh cool, yeah, wow, it's really nice under here. When you find a cave and you're in it, because you don't see any outside light because you're in your headset, it is like pitch black in there. Unless you put
Damn.
like torches up on the wall. So if you fall into a hole and it's pitch black, you can't see anything. And all you
Oh,
hear is like
God.
monsters around you and everything. And you're just like, fuck, what do I do? What do I do? So I saw her panic a few times while playing it. It was really fun.
Can you get
That's
into the same servers, or is Minecraft VR a different platform?
So the guy that we were playing with yesterday, he set up a server for us. It actually has to be VR enabled. So there's like stuff you have to download from the website that makes Vivecraft in order to run it on a server.
Okay.
But it's super easy for non-VR people to set up and play with you. So like so people who are playing on a desktop version can still play with me.
Okay, but they have to be on a VR enabled server to play with you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and it's cool because they actually do see like my actual physical movements. Like my character physically moves his arms up and down, and I can like nod my head and shake my head and everything.
Okay,
it's pretty cool.
Interesting.
That's it.
Good for you. All right, Robot.
As far as games, so the past 2 weeks I got back into one game I was not expecting, which was Battlefield 1. And I realized that like I only put, I want to say 20 hours into that game after it was first launched. And I think I rage quit because of the net code or the hit registration was so bad. Like, it'd be one of those Arma moments where you'd go up behind someone, put a whole clip in their butt, and they would turn around and like one shot you. But I ended up playing with Thunder and Dave and Deacon, and we played for like almost 7 hours one day. And we were just doing conquest all day, and it was a lot of fun. And the fact I'm going to be going back and playing that more. I think Day of Infamy, I played it for like a whole maybe like 30 minutes, but it kind of got me in the mood for World War II stuff. And I was like, oh, I wonder like what kind of shape Battlefield 1 is in right now. And it ended up being a lot of fun. And if you guys got it, you want to re-download it, running as a squad is pretty dope. If you play by yourself, you will want to kill yourself. Like, it is horrible because no matter what squad you go into, VoIP is like hit or miss if people use it. And squad mates just don't spawn on each other. So it's like you're always by yourself, just dying to some guy who, by the way, I've never been fucking killed by so many pistols in my life. For some reason, I always die from a pistol in Battlefield 1.
That's why I like Battlefield 1 is because the pistols were able to contend with, the automatic weapons.
Yeah, like I have an LMG and I would go after a guy and he'd two-pot me with a pistol. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So in that time, I unlocked a lot of sweet guns that I didn't have access to before that made the game even more fun, especially with an LMG. Pretty much any flat surface in that game can become a bipod mount. And there's no real ACOGs in the game, but you get those airplane target sights and you can actually put a magnification of like 2x or something on it. And it makes you fucking deadly if you're sitting up above. So I would say let's give it another shot if you guys are down. I played a game called Scanner Sombre. Did I talk about this last week? Scanner Sombre?
I don't recognize it.
Yeah, I don't either.
It was this. It was actually gifted to me by one of my viewers, and I didn't know what to expect going into it. I won't give any spoilers, but it's like one of those games that you want to play and you want to experience, especially if you can get it for like $15, $10, $5 during the next Steam sale. Basically, just imagine yourself in a pitch black cave. Your character puts on what looks like an HTC Vive headset, and you have this kind of gun. And you're in this dark cave, and what your gun does is just kind of like in the cave around you, you're like painting the walls. Basically, it's like sonar or something. So even though you're in pitch black, this headset allows you to see everything that's in the cave, the walls and all the objects down there. And it does it in like this rainbow wave. It's super pretty. So it's an exploration storytelling game. So all you have is that little scanner gun. So super cool. Played about 30 minutes of Day of Infamy. Played on the noob servers. That was fun. A lot more fun than I expected it to be. It runs smooth.
Yeah, it does.
Of course, it's the Source engine, so I think I get anywhere from like 200 to like 300 FPS, in that game, which is ridiculous. Got to play some Rocket League with, and did that for Mod Appreciation Day. We had a lot of fun. It was fun getting back into it and just shooting the shit. And also the rumble mode is just fucking retarded.
Yeah.
So it makes it fun. I also played episode 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale game. That game just makes me, I don't know what it is. I've been trying to figure it out with chat, but is the only game I have ever played that makes me physically uncomfortable. Like, it's so awkward that it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Like watching season 1 of The Office, uncomfortable.
No, like more uncomfortable. Like, I actually shut off my webcam because I was feeling so uncomfortable while I played that game.
What game is this?
I can't explain it, but it's a Telltale game, but it's Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's so awkward and there's so much dead air, and like all the moves are very robotic and the voices and the milestones sync up, and it's just cringy. It's so cringy. And that's coming from someone who loved the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. It's such a letdown. And episode fucking 3 just came out, and I'm totally gonna play it just to see if it's just as uncomfortable, but it's just weird. It's weird.
That is very fucking weird.
Don't buy it is what I'm saying, and that's the first time I've ever said that about a Telltale game.
Fair enough.
Also this week I ended up picking up Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which was which is a brand new Uncharted game, but I was surprised to see that it was only $40. And it wasn't $60, and I guess that's because it's a shorter. Like, I think Uncharted 1 through 3 had like 26 chapters, 22 to 26 chapters, and took hours, so long. I think this is a shorter one. I haven't beat it yet, and I put 2 streams into it. But so far so good. Like, it's Naughty Dog, it's Uncharted, it's gorgeous. I've taken like probably 100 screenshots.
Yeah, the game's really nice looking.
I'm going to have to recommend that. I started playing this game called Observer, which is like this very... if you've ever seen the movie Blade Runner, it's very Blade Runner-ish. So like picture the 80s, but if the 80s were what like Back to the Future 2 thought the 80s were going to be. Right. But very like dark, and like you're basically this detective that's trying to solve a crime, and super cool story, awesome atmosphere, awesome graphics, awesome. I haven't beat it yet, but that's definitely like it's a game people should play. Also fit in some Rainbow Six Siege, which they just had a free weekend, and I've been playing it a lot anyways. I think I burnt myself out on Overwatch a little bit, even with the fucking event that's going on right now. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, Rainbow Six, like I've been balls deep into playing pretty much every night offline. And they just had a free weekend, so like there's already been so many new people to the game, and now with the free weekend, like everybody's new. But I've was surprised to find, like, I streamed it Friday morning, like first day of free weekend, and we met so many fucking nice people. Like, just the most splendid, pleasant people, you know, and a lot of squeakers, which I made a few friends, you know, with the squeakers. Yeah, I'm excited for more content that's coming out soon, and fit in a little bit of Drawful too, which is always a classic stream game. But I have this next 2 weeks, I'm planning on playing that Hellblade game, the brand new Life is Strange game, Vanishing of Ethan Carter, the Batman's Telltale game Season 2. I got gifted a game called Shark Dating Simulator. So I'm definitely gonna be playing that, and also this last one I got gifted called Save Jesus, and it's basically the Romans are trying to murder Jesus, and they've set up a bunch of traps for him, and you have to reverse the traps to kill the Romans and save Jesus. So that's just what I read from the description, and I was like, I'm in. Gotta save my homeboy. Boop.
Is that it? Dab on them haters.
Yeah, dab on them haters.
That's how Jesus made it through. Just dabbing left and right. Without any spoilers, the story behind The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is super fucking good. I watched Weenie play it, and then I couldn't catch the entire thing, and she explained the story to me like later that night. And I was like, wow, that's really riveting. So yeah, that's a good one.
That I've had that one for a while and just haven't played it, but I've been just heard, like, the game itself is just gorgeous. Like that's one of those games you're just gonna screenshot all the time. And kind of had the same feeling as that one game, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, if you haven't played that game, play that game.
Shadow just brought up a very good point. Are you taking up all my PS4 hard drive space with all these screenshots?
Yep.
Son of a
I gotta
bitch.
find a way to transfer them.
Yeah, I wonder if you can log on. Are you logged into your PS Network login?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to log online and pull them, I guess.
I'm sure. Or put a USB into the thing.
Mhm.
I'm sure that's easy enough to do.
Put it in.
Yeah. I've taken a lot of screenshots just in the Uncharted games. They're just fucking pretty.
Okay. Is it for you?
As far as games, that's it. A lot of games.
A lot of games. Holy shit. Yeah, you got a paragraph. As for me, shit ton of Rocket League. I went a little bit, like there was a couple weeks where I was on vacation and then there was like a meetup and then I played and I didn't play and I played. But all last week, every stream was Rocket League. We played in 2 tournaments. So there's 4 or 5 Rocket League streams in the last like 10 days. Having a shit ton of fun with it. It got to the point just within the past 6 months, I'd say, I didn't play Rocket League not on stream. Like there was maybe 1 or 2 times where I'd hit up 42 and say, hey man, you just want to play some offline RL? And then we'll play for a couple hours, like late night. But I just would not play that game off stream. And I think there was one stream we had, or that I had, where I went down a full rank and 42 and Vans were both playing super good. And I was playing like shit. And I was so fucking mad. So I've started taking a lot more time, even if it's just like an hour or an hour or 2 out of a day to try and practice. Like actually go in. Ever since Rocket League introduced the custom trainings, like people can create trainings and you can just enter in a code and load that training up. So you're like, hey, today I want to practice on wall shots and redirects. Go to your favorites, load up that training, and you can practice the same things over and over again. And so I've been doing that offline a lot instead of saving offline play for partying up with people when I'm not on stream. So a lot of Rocket League, a little bit of PUBG. For party night on Friday, me, Weenie, Greg, and J-Bon played Battlefield 4, which was fucking awesome. Holy crap, there is nobody playing that game. If you look at somebody filling up a dog bowl food.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I just looked over my wife with no pants filled up dog. Where'd your pants go? I taked them off.
So fucking Battlefield. They changed it to where there's no more battle log through the website. You just launch the game and you play servers that way. It's cool because you can, when you create a party, you can say, I want to only play base game maps, and then you choose a match, conquest, rush, whatever. We were doing base game maps, rush, or base game maps playing conquest. There was probably less than 10 servers with people in them.
I'm actually surprised there was that many, because in Battlefield 1, there's 2 64 slot conquest servers full at any given time.
And that's it for Battlefield 1?
That's it for Battlefield 1. But they did just make it so all like Origin Access, like that $5 a month Origin plan, now has every Battlefield title in it. So I think we're going to see a new influx of Battlefield 1 or players. I can't even believe there was anybody playing Battlefield 4. Like I kind of want to go back to Shanghai and jump off that skyscraper again. That was so much fun.
We played a 24/7 Siege Shanghai server for probably about an hour and a half. And it was super fun. I thought because of how shitty BF1 did, that a lot of those people were going to go back to BF4. But we tried to find, like, you can either do server browser or you can do quick match, where you can just squad up, add people to your squad, quick match, it puts you in a random server based on your parameters. We tried to launch we tried to look for a server for Second Assault and Naval Strike. There was no fucking servers playing those DLCs. I'm sure if you put it on, no parameters, just give me a conquest map, you could probably find some more stuff. But when you restrict it to a certain DLC or just the base game, it's very tiny. We got into one map, one server, playing Rogue Transmission. There was 3 dudes on the opposing team that were level 140 and in tanks. And by the end of the map, they would have 70. They'd be like 70 and 1, 80 and 1. There was one guy who went 99 and 3 because he was in a tank the entire map. We were in that particular server for like 10 minutes, and you would spawn, taken out by a tank. Spawn, taken out by a tank. Level 140s in jets, level 140s in helicopters. You just could not escape the fucking vehicle massacre. So we got out of that pretty quick, and I was like, this is why I uninstalled this fucking game, because I don't do vehicles. I'd much rather be on, like, I'd rather have boots on the ground when it comes to Battlefield games.
Infantry only.
Yep, I don't care about. I like transport vehicles, but when it comes to like attack choppers, tanks, and stuff like that, I'm cool with jet skis and ATVs and the vans that have, like a 50 cal on it. That's cool. But when I can't even get out of my spawn because I'm getting taken out from like tanks who have every power up known to man, it makes that game not fun at all.
Call that base rape.
Serious.
That's what we used to call it back in the day.
No base raping. So yeah, that's that.
That's what mods are for.
Exactly. And there was one guy spamming the N-word inside chat for like an hour straight. Like the server would end and like tickets would bleed, and then we'd start up a new server and it's just N-word, all lower caps, just over and over and over. Not a single admin in sight. What the fuck is going on?
Wow.
But regardless of the base and vehicle raping and all that shit, the game was super fun. I have had it installed for the past year and a half. I have not launched that game since May of last year, and it was super fun. So I would suggest that if you have BF1, go and try and BF1. It was super good time. I enjoyed it very much. No, what else was I playing? Day of Infamy. Played Day of Infamy. I bought Prey, the 2006 version and the 2016 version or 2017 version. I got the only place you can get the original Prey is on G2A. I learned a new word called abandonware. It's where the developers of the company that made the game remove the game digitally from anywhere that it's sold on purpose. They just don't want the game sold for whatever fucking reason. And
wow,
the original Prey was listed as abandonware pretty much, and I got it on G2A for like $2 or $3. I would have much rather paid full price for it, but it was the only place that I could get a key. So I got that. I got the latest Prey because it's on sale for 50% off right now. So if you guys don't have Prey, go to the store, get it.
Oh yeah, 29, yeah. I wonder if they took it out so people wouldn't get confused as to which Prey was the new one and buying the old game or something.
It's been gone for years. I've been trying.
Really?
Yeah, because ever since I've had Steam, I've tried to get that game on Steam and it's never been available. I actually the first time I played, you remember my old buddy Andrew lives in South America now?
Yeah.
The first time I played it, he actually had torrented the ISO for Prey and like mounted it virtually, and that's how I played the original. So I'm gonna be streaming that probably pretty soon. I'm gonna play the first one and then play the second one, but not before I hit up Red Dead Redemption. I just got my HDMI switch in the mail today. Question.
Yeah.
When you play on your stream PC, you obviously have to play with your overlay on, right? Because you're playing through the OBS preview.
No, that's why I use the pass through, is so I can put it into the actual game monitor goes to its own monitor. You don't have to play it through the.
Did you buy a
preview.
Switch or a split?
Switch.
Yeah, you should have got a splitter.
No.
Well, no. He has a pass through in the capture card, so he could just have it. He could just have Xbox to the switcher, out to the switcher, into the capture card, out to the capture card to a monitor.
Yeah.
So,
So
why would you feel you have to use the overlay, your OBS preview?
He thought he was gonna have. Yeah, I don't think he thought about actually.
I didn't think
using
about
the pass through just for the
yeah,
game.
I didn't think about
Oh,
using
okay.
I forgot that was a thing, but that means I'm just either gonna have to pass through to my other streaming PC monitor, or get another monitor set up just for playing games. Which is like, I don't want to fucking do that. This is so complicated.
You don't need your gaming PC on at all, so you can just use one of your gaming PC monitors.
My main monitor is DisplayPort connection, and then if I use the other monitor, I would be looking this way while I was playing the game.
Yeah,
and it would look
that's
really
why
stupid.
I have to move. That's why I have to swap mine every time I play a console game.
Okay. So I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do it. I'll figure it out. But I got the Switch, so because we hit my sub goal this week, I asked the person who met our goal what game I should play next, and Jordan said play Red Dead Redemption. So
Yeah,
bought the Switch, gonna be playing that actually probably this upcoming week, as long as I can get everything set up and working correctly. And then I also bought Skyrim Special Edition. I've never
Nice.
played the HD remake of it, and I don't even know how many hours I have in Skyrim on PC total. 60 hours. So a good amount of time, but I think that 60 hours spread out between 2 or 3 characters. And I think the highest level I got was 19. I was like a level 19 archer when I played it the first time. So I definitely want to go back and play that because I love Elder Scrolls games, and I was so gung-ho about the game when it first came out, and for reasons I can't explain, I just stopped playing the game. It wasn't like I wasn't having fun. I just, whether another game came out or something, I don't know. So we'll see. But that's it for games for me. So moving on to gaming and news discussion. Gamescom was this past week. It's pretty much an E3 in Germany, and it was a super good time. I was there for the entire thing, and I really enjoyed myself. Read all about it on the internet and figure out what was going on. So there was a couple things that I wanted to touch on. First and foremost, there looks like there's a 5v5 Battlefield 1 mode coming out. I don't know the specifics, but it kind of looks like Search and Destroy style or Counter-Strike style, where it's like somebody has to plant something while the other defuses, and then once you're dead, you're dead. But it looks like Battlefield 1 kind of might be debuting into the competitive scene with a mode like that. I can't see. I mean, I know wasn't Search and Destroy 2v2 or 4v4? Or was
Like
it
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I think it was more than 4v4, but I can't remember if there was a limit to it.
What was the popular Call of Duty mode that was like 2v2? Like very tiny. Teams. Robot, you would know more than anybody.
2v2 Call of Duty, you said?
Yeah. Or maybe it was Battlefield that I'm thinking of.
I've
2v2.
Can't think of 2v2 in any game recently that's been.
No, me either. Halo?
No, I specifically remember it being
It was a shooter game?
it was a shooter. Yeah, it was very small teams, 2v2, 3v3. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it was it was either a Modern Warfare or I don't think it was Black Ops. Yippee saying Modern Warfare 3 had a 2v2 mode.
Oh man, I played that for all of 10 minutes and I uninstalled.
Yeah, that's
Modern Warfare 3.
too recent for me.
Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I stopped playing it like Black Ops.
Okay. I've always wanted to go back and play the campaigns of those games. The last campaign I played was Modern Warfare 1, which is like one of my favorite of all time. But I can't remember much past that. So speaking of Call of Duty, World War II got a lot more gameplay. There's streamers who are playing the open beta. Did anybody get a chance to check out any of the footage or anybody playing it?
Yep.
Watched a couple streams.
It looks dope. I want it. I want to play it.
It looks exactly what I would expect from a Call of Duty game. It's small maps. spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. They kind of made it seem like, and maybe this is going to be different with different game modes, but it really seemed like they were going to open it up to like bigger scale fights like Battlefield was going to do. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I want to say it's beautiful and the guns are dope and like like everything looks good, but the map is so goddamn small, especially that one trench map.
Mm-hmm.
Where like there's small, very narrow walkways and just like, I mean, it was such a tiny map. It reminded me of what was it? Was it Shipyard from COD 4?
I don't know any of the map names.
Anyways, it was just, I was kind of expecting to see them expand the map size and scale of the game, and it's just, it looks like it's just going to be another Call of Duty. However, I will say the sound of the Garand reloading, that ching, is just so satisfying.
Clip pops.
Yeah. Ching, ching.
Looks like Modern Warfare had a 2v2 search and destroy game mode.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I remember playing that a little bit and thinking that was super cool.
Mm. Yeah, like I think I'm just so used to, like, I remember when I thought COD 4 maps were huge, and then I played Battlefield for the first time.
Oh my god!
And like, it takes you 10 minutes to run from point A to point F, you know, and there's so much. You know, I've never seen a COD game with more than 2 levels, like 2 stories to a level. And then with COD, you've got these huge towers, you've got apartment buildings with 5 or 6 levels. It's just, there's so much. Someone said it like for verticality, or is that how you say that? In their map design? I don't know. Don't know if it's something I'm going to buy.
I remember when I first started playing Battlefield 3. I'm trying to think of what map it was. The splash screen for the map was like a factory with fire bursting out of pipes.
Yeah.
And it was like a long exterior map. The spawn points in the desert, and then there was a factory like in the middle that had multiple like giant pipelines.
Was it called Pipeline?
BF3 Factory Pipeline map.
They remade it for BF4.
Yeah, and I was so fucking happy when they did. Sabland Pipeline? No. Fuck, Chad!
I know what one you're talking about. Like, you could fly the little bird inside the factory.
I think so. I'm trying to.
Teddy bear?
Oh my god, yeah. He actually came back to playing Battlefield for a little while.
What?
Oh, wait, is it Operation Firestorm?
Maybe.
I think that sounds right. Yep, that's it. That's it. I remember playing that map for the first time. I would always spawn at base and run to the enemy because I didn't understand that you could spawn on points or spawn on vehicles. I would spawn, run, get taken out by a vehicle. Spawn, run, get taken out. And I would get so fucking mad because of all the time that I was wasting. But
bullshit.
Thank you, Gippy. You're the man. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite maps in Battlefield, especially when they remade it. Cool.
Great map. So many snipers on that fucking hill.
Nope. Also coming up, we got Destiny 2. Anybody here going to be buying Destiny 2? Yeah, I know Salty is, but he probably will never play it.
Honestly, it kind of seems like a game Salty would like to play.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I hear this game's going to be fucking beautiful. 4K, 60 FPS.
Yep.
On PC.
And then we got Elgato releasing their 4K capture card with only HDMI pass through. Those motherfuckers do this to us. Yeah. Any thoughts on Destiny 2 or the capture card?
Well, I was going to mention I had read that Destiny 2 is only going to be 60 or 30 FPS on every console, including the brand new Xbox.
Yep.
I can't believe that's still a thing.
I know.
That's so disheartening.
And Microsoft said that, or Microsoft or Bungie, one of the two, said that they could make it 60 FPS, but then they couldn't make Destiny 2 the game that they wanted to make it, which is just like, do you not want to make it 60 FPS? Like, fucking make it 60 FPS and make it a game that's good too. Like, good God,
I feel
how
like
hard can
when
that
you
be?
force the higher frame rates on these big ass dev companies, the thing that puts them off the most is they actually have to optimize their fucking games.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The 42, I see you posted that article in Discord regarding why they didn't push 60 FPS for 4K. I forgot to read this article, but do you remember what it said?
It just said like you wouldn't be able to have as many enemies on the map at the same time. You wouldn't be able to have like, it just seemed like it'd have to be like a smaller scale of the game in order for it to render at least on console, right?
Yeah.
Like in order to render everything that's happening and make it look as pretty as you want it to make it, they'd have to scale it down quite a bit to make it 60 FPS consistent. Which is it's funny too, because like, yeah, Xbox One, normal PS4, okay, yeah, you can only do 30 FPS, but the brand new Xbox One X and you still can't do 60 FPS. Like that just blows my mind. It's like, so
the console's not even out.
Yeah,
like,
and they still can't push 60 FPS on a game. It's like, how many games are going to have to do this even on the new console now? Like this probably won't be the last one. So it kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth. It's like, well, I'm just going to show this. I'm going to show this news story to everybody who, well, why are you buying it on PC? Why don't you play it on console and play with your friends that still play on console? Be like, boom. Look at this.
Yeah.
Tell me why I should buy it on console.
I want my shit to look good. And yeah, it's uncapped frame rates for PC, even though there's that whole bullshit with being able to capture it for streaming.
Yeah. I didn't look into all the details about that, but I was watching Summit stream today for a bit, and somebody was asking him about that because apparently it's going to be difficult for dual stream PCs to pick it up properly. I don't know like I said, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know what the issue is with dual PCs picking it up. But
I thought it was going to be easier for dual PCs because
unless I heard him wrong when I was raging over Hearthstone, but I thought I heard somebody mention that.
Would imagine that like having a dual PC setup, if you just did a monitor capture, would be much easier to capture it. Like we wouldn't be able to do it how we do it, Nick. We use OBS Classic to capture it and then project it. I think they're not allowing third-party programs to hook into the game like Shadowplay or OBS in fear that because that's how hack programs inject themselves into the game. So I think they probably don't have an anti-cheat in place at this moment, and they, because I mean they've already let so many like YouTubers come out and record footage for the gameplay. Like, why wouldn't you do it in the beta? They're denying access to hooking into the game for a reason. I think they're blocking everything so no cheaters can get in or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense. It's just unfortunate, I think, that it has to come to that. But I guess, oh well.
I was listening to another. I can't remember the name of the podcast now, but I've been listening to so many more podcasts at work now, and I've just been finding all these gaming ones to listen to when I'm at work. And somebody was mentioning that it was either somebody at Microsoft or somebody at Bungie that basically said, if you want to become like, because obviously Destiny 2 is going to have esports, like it's going to try and get itself into esports. And they're basically saying, if you want to, like, it was somebody at either Bungie or Microsoft that said, if you want to get into esports in this game, you have to play it on PC.
Really?
Because they basically said like console people aren't going to be able to compete just with the lower frame rate and being on a controller versus a keyboard and mouse. They were like, yeah, if you have any idea about playing competitive, don't even bother buying it on console.
Woo! Strong words.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and you know what's sad? They're gonna say that, and people are still gonna buy it for console soon as it comes out, only to wait for it to come out on PC, and then they're gonna buy it again.
Oh yeah, because how long?
Grand Theft Auto model?
It's like a month, I think.
Oh, okay, it's not that bad.
So, but still, people will not be able to hold themselves back. And you know what? Who knows? They could run into another, hitch and have to delay the PC version more. Because I mean, when's the last time Bungie did a PC game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I don't know. I fully expect it to be delayed, but I do want to try it out because it definitely looks like it's going to be pretty. I just hope it's not hollow. Like
Yeah.
a cheap or pretty, but dead inside.
With the herps. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. I don't know. That might be an off-stream game for me, at least at first. I think that's something that I want to get lost in on my own, rather
so
than.
Much to it too.
Yeah, I think that's a game that I'm gonna want to keep around off-stream with friends, or something that I can grind by myself. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As far as Twitch news goes, about the capture card. Apparently, the capture card does 4K 60 FPS. I still have yet to see any specs on it, but it only has HDMI on the capture card itself. Now, the latest iteration of HDMI 1.4 can do 120 FPS, but can't go any higher. So anybody with a 144 hertz will not be able to use pass-through with the capture card and play at 144. But
you could limit, like my monitor's got multiple. It's got 165, 144, 120. It's just whatever you set it at, but you just wouldn't be able to go higher without screen tearing.
Which the difference between 120 and 144, while a little noticeable, it's not huge. It's not like the jump from 60 to 120. Right. But so that's good. I guess we're really gonna have to see how it works in the real world when it comes out. But it's good to know that technology is around the corner. There wasn't a price yet. I'm gonna guess $300 minimum.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was $399.
Think so? Yeah, with the original capture card being what, like 170 right now, I believe.
Yeah, because I think the only other capture card that can capture 4K is, I can't remember the name of it. Lyric has it. It's Magwell or something like that. Magwell 4K or something. It's almost $1,000. So they could even put it at $500 and be like, it's a hell of a deal, compared to competition. But I would expect anywhere from $300 to $400. Now, are there any GPUs out there that offer HD like DisplayPort and HDMI 1.4, where even if you did have a capture card that supported that cable or that HDMI version, you could actually, because I'm stuck with DisplayPort as long as I'm high refresh rate, or what's the other one? Dual Link DVI?
Yeah, I believe there are a couple NVIDIA cards that support HDMI 1.4a, but I cannot remember. I think there's something. I think there's something along the lines of like, it's not the cable that matters. It's the endpoint that matters. Like a Cat 5 cable could be used as, a Cat 5e cable. It's 8 pins, eight copper wires. I think that's the same for HDMI. But I can't. I'm struggling to remember it right now. But I'm hoping that because I think HDMI 2.0 is actually right around the corner as well, or maybe it's DisplayPort 2.0 that's also coming soon. I can't remember. There's so many goddamn versions of HDMI and stuff. So hopefully this new card will be able to do 1080p at 120 frames, so that we can stop using this janky dual PC setup in order to play games at a high refresh rate without spending $1,000 on a capture card. So does the capture card that Lyric has, is it still only HDMI, or does it have DisplayPort too?
It looks like a square, and there's different ports on every side, so it's got ports for everything. I think as far as like video, I don't think it has a DisplayPort.
Okay,
I think it's HDMI only, but then they've got dual link, they've got RCA cables and shit like that. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Magwell 4K capture card.
is I'll let you find that. As far as Twitch updates, we have for streamers, there was an update to the stats page. So there is a lot more analytics when it comes to stats, which has been very helpful. Definitely shows you where your followers are coming from, whether they're coming from in or out of the country, whether they're coming from hosts or anything else. Very cool updates. So make sure you guys check out the stats page if you are a streamer. They have the updated out of beta desktop app for Twitch. That's actually pretty cool, but in my opinion, is still kind of completely useless. And then the last part I want to touch on, but I'll give you guys a chance to talk about this other stuff first, is this fucking Twitch onboard following, the Twitch onboarding that's been going on. So do you guys have anything to say about the updated stats page, or have you been using the Twitch desktop app at all?
I haven't used it. The only reason I use it is to download free games.
That's it.
I haven't used the desktop app since it came out. I got it when it first came out. Okay, when it first came out, could you watch streams on it?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I asked somebody else about that, and they were like, "Yeah, you can. You could do everything on it." And I was like, "No, you fucking couldn't."
Yeah,
I remember that
now.
Yeah, I know now they've pushed the pace on it and got a lot more stuff into it. But yeah, when I first got it, I was like, I can't. There's nothing I can do on here that I can't already do on Discord or just do something else. So I just decided I just got rid of it. I didn't even want to attempt using it.
Yeah, like I wasn't a huge fan of whatever app they bought, Curse. Like I just think it's god awful ugly compared to Discord. Like Discord is just a pleasure to use. And like it's cool because it has a dark theme. But other than that, like I just won't use it, other than like Salty said, for the free games I download from Twitch Prime. Like that's the only thing I have it for. And I open it every once in a while for it to push new updates or whatever, and that's about it. As far as the statistics, I think it's awesome that they finally added like refer statistics. However, they've only loaded one time out of the probably 30 times I've tried to load my stats. One time it actually showed me like the new data that they pushed like last week, like the views by location, like what country they're from, views by internal refer, like what channel linked to your channel, like that people found, or by platform. Because I always ask people, even during my streams, I'm like, what the hell are you guys watching? Are you on the toilet with a phone? Are you on an iPad? Are you watching on your computer? So those stats are awesome. And I think the biggest one is probably the views by external refer. So if someone's linking to your channel from like Reddit or Imager or whatever, like you want to know where that's coming from. But mine haven't loaded, and I don't know if it's like just me or
oh damn.
I just opened mine. Mine seemed to be loading fine.
Yeah, mine worked too.
Even like I just refreshed it again, and now my basic stats aren't even loading. I don't know what's going on.
I know it's such an easy thing for them to find, and like to me it's so creepy knowing I can like look and see where people are viewing my stream from. I know it's like it's not hard to find that information out just based on like IPs and all that stuff, but to me it's just so creepy. It doesn't tell you who, right? But it's
no. Like it's all anonymous and everyone's just like a number. But I mean, like Google or YouTube analytics has had this forever, and like Twitch was so far behind us because like video makers use that information to like figure out when they're going to release their videos, because if they have a huge European audience, they're not going to release it like primetime USA time. You know what I'm saying? So like that information can be helpful, for statistics people. But I really don't like, it's kind of cool to see what people link to me off of Twitch and like what devices they're using, because like if I see let's say 60% of my audience is on iPhone, and I know the iPhone screen is only this big, I'm probably going to make my on-screen graphics more readable on such a tiny screen. You know, stuff like that. I don't know if everybody would use it for things like that, but that's the kind of stuff I would use that information for. Maybe. But other than that, I mean, this is a great start. They definitely need more info, but this is a great start. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, I have officially turned off follower sounds on stream, which end of a fucking era. Like what the fuck? Why is that have to be a thing? So I have gotten 500 follows in the last 7 days, and then close to 1,000 in the past 30 days. I've maybe seen 10 of those people in chat. Maybe like 5 to 10 people actually say something in chat. When 42 said, I almost had to turn off your stream last time because the follow noise were so obnoxious, I was like, okay, yeah, it's probably time to silence those. So they show up on stream. They no longer show in the event list. I turned Inkbot thank you follows off in chat a while ago. And it's just it's so fucking spammy. And at first I was kind of about it because I was actually seeing people who were following in chat and saying something. But now it's my last Battlefield stream was 190 follows in like 3 hours.
What the fuck?
And that's so much fucking sounds. Like that's so many follower sounds. That's saying thank you so many times. So, and it sounds like such a first world problem, but when you're literally hearing a sound every couple seconds and have to take a look over and look at what it is, it's way too much. And
you know how Summit feels with donations.
Oh my God. There's this one clip of him saying, you ever get so many donations you want to kill yourself? And whoever he was playing with said, no.
No.
But I mean, it's so... It's like it's true, and it is a shitty thing to say, but it is really fucking true. And I just didn't think, I knew I was going to get to this point eventually, because most people who get a sub button, at least when they're partners, follower sounds for the most part are shut off, and it's raids, hosts, subs, donations, or tips and bits that are both on screen. Like follows for the most part will be on screen but make no noise. And so I knew that it was eventually going to come to that point, but I wasn't expecting to have a sub button this early. And I sure as fuck wasn't expecting to have subs this early. So it's like, well, you're probably going to do it eventually. So now sounds are completely off, removed from the event list. Every maybe 20 minutes or so, I just read off all of the names and say thank you. But regardless of that, I don't, and even then, I even had got to the point where I stopped saying thank you for follows unless I saw you in chat and saying something, because I felt like a broken fucking record saying the same things over and over again, saying hi to people that aren't even there, and now it makes the follower number completely useless, in my opinion. The follower number means absolutely nothing now. It's sub count, concurrent viewers. Those are the only numbers that actually mean something while you're live now.
Pretty much.
So I was kind of sad to admit that that number that had been a driving force for me so long now means nothing. But
yeah,
as the platform changes, you gotta kind of just go with it, I guess.
I wonder if there's like a certain threshold you have to get to get on that list, because I haven't seen any of that yet.
That's so weird. And we play the same games.
Well, and I know that's what I'm saying is like, I'm sure you have to, you have to be high up on the list of viewers of, a certain amount maybe for it to start recommending people to you.
Well, isn't it a minimum of 10 viewers? Didn't they come out and say that? I thought we talked about that.
Probably part of the algorithm.
Twitch onboarding minimum viewers. I thought that there was a minimum of 10 viewers in order for the onboarding to kick in. Affiliate onboarding guide. No, that's not it.
Yeah, because you're making me scared for it now whenever it decides to finally hit me.
Yeah, because it's now the difference between, hey, this person watched my show for 5 minutes or an hour, and made the conscious decision to follow the channel because they wanted to come back. That is completely gone now, and that sucks. That fucking sucks.
Yeah. I kind of, I've been partnered for 10 months now, and I still had the follower alerts on audio and alert, like the visual alert. And then like literally the day they released the new onboarding, which by the way, they didn't say anything to us. They just, it was part of the new Twitch app update. And by the way, I think we lost Salty. He's been looking smug for like 30 seconds now. Oh, his video's frozen, but we can still hear you. That's good.
I think I found it wrong the way.
Oh, robot.
Oh God.
Oh no. So they released the new onboarding process the day I started playing Friday the 13th. And that stream got 700 plus followers. And like, I couldn't believe, like, I couldn't keep up with them. Like, they were so fast. And I was like, I can't listen to this song. And then I started putting together, I was like, oh wow, I'm playing a new game, maybe I'm hired towards the top of the page, like maybe the new followers. But then I started noticing that every single person that followed didn't say anything in chat. And then I looked at the viewer list, those people weren't there. And it was just like, okay, I'm basically thinking nobody, like they're not here.
Yeah.
I appreciate Twitch trying to bring, because all the smaller streamers on Twitch have bitched for years. You need a way to give us exposure, not just the top guys who are at the top of the channel pages. Like we need a way to get exposure. And I think this was maybe part of Twitch's answer for that, like, especially when you're bringing on new users, I think it was in theory a good idea, but I can't say thank you 700 times a stream or even listen to that sound. So I disabled the, at first I thought we were getting follow botted. So I just turned off the notification altogether. And then once they kind of came out and said, hey, have you noticed like hundreds of follows coming in? It's part of our new onboarding process. I was like, okay. So I turned it back on, and it fluctuated. Like every stream, I'll get anywhere from 100 to 800 follows per stream, depending on the game I'm playing and how popular that game is as a streaming game. Before Twitch onboarding started, I was just about to hit 3,000 followers, and that was after 5 years. Now, I'm about to break 10,000 followers.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That being said, I will say that probably out of those 7,000 people, I would say maybe 100 have actually come to my channel after, said hi, said they were new to Twitch, and I was suggested as a streamer they watch. So and the thing is, I don't know if those people are ever going to come back, and check out the channel, because I was probably one of 100 people that Twitch suggested them to follow. So, so who knows if we'll ever see them. But that being said, even before this Twitch onboarding process, I always viewed the viewer number as not a success number. It's almost like how long you've been around. Like you can't, follower number, and this I thought this even before I was a partner, like it's a useless number. It tells you nothing about a channel. The only thing that number is good for is when you go to advertisers and you say, hey, maybe I'd like to be sponsored in your product, this is how many followers I have, because that's the only number they're going to look at. But I think personally, as a streamer, if you want to gauge growth and how successful you are, you need to look at a viewer count, like a concurrent viewer count for your streams, an average over a month. That's the only legit number that's going to tell you if you are doing a good job or if you're growing or if you're doing something right. And it's sad to say, because the follower number is so important to so many people, but even now with the onboarding, it's just an inflated number, and I don't know. It's just, it's kind of useless. So If you do, and I'm one of those people that tells you don't look at your fucking viewer count, especially when you're streaming. If you want to look at the statistics after and you want to see your growth, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't look at it while you're streaming. But follower count pretty much means nothing nowadays. It's just kind of might show other people how long you've been around on Twitch, because I mean, even on your profile, if like someone goes to your channel, it doesn't say like, oh, created account this day. So the only way to gauge that is really a follower account. So I appreciate the feature. Oh, here's my suggested fix for all of the retarded notifications that come through. I think if Streamlabs could tell, like, if a new follow came through, would check also if that person's in chat. If they're in chat, then display the notification with the sound. If the person's not there, don't display it.
Yeah.
But I think Streamlabs is kind of limited to whatever API Twitch gave them, and maybe doesn't have an actual way to make that distinction without using insane amounts of resources, having to be connected to every single chat. I don't know. That's just a guess.
Now, the Twitch onboarding thing, I'm assuming people don't just get automatically followed, right? Like these new people are automatic, like they're going through a list and they're just like, okay, I'll follow just everyone.
Yep.
Like it's not like they're automatically following these channels, right?
To me, it changed because the way that they had the blog press release was, hey, check out these people. We have followed them for you. If they're not your cup of tea, you can go ahead and unfollow them. In the last podcast that I listened to about guys who were talking about this, you pick a game and the follows are automatic. It's not you go in and actually follow the channels.
Because that would drive me nuts if I was creating a new account and I kind of knew what Twitch already was, and then I had to go back through my follower list and unfollow all these people because I didn't want to follow them. That would drive me nuts.
I kind of compare this with Twitch or Twitter's kind of onboarding process. You sign up, they ask you what kind of subjects you're related or you're interested in, and depending on that, they show you certain users who are categorized that way. So Twitch is like, hey, you like Friday the 13th? Here's some streamers who are playing it right now. And when I tested it, I went through and I made a new account. I picked a few games and it gave me a list and gave me the option, like a button to instantly follow them, or it gave me a button to preview the stream for the streamers who were live at that very moment. And you could hit that and it would just bring up like a picture-in-picture window, and you could watch the stream for a few seconds without seeing chat. And then you could follow the channel if you wanted to. They could be tweaking it on a like a country by country basis, like whether it auto follows or they require manual following or something. But I'm gonna do it again probably sometime this week and record, because iOS 11 has screen recording. So I think I'll just go through the process and then I'll share it with you guys and show you what it looks like.
So I'm looking at the original blog post, the official blog post, and at the top it says, "We followed these streamers for you. If you don't dig them, you can tap the heart to unfollow at any time." I'll post this in chat. So they're auto follows, and you have to go in and uncheck the box if you want to unfollow them.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
That's stupid URL.
Because and that's the thing too. Because I remember when this first came out.
Oh crap!
I remember watching your streams, Naaackers, and like we had to ban so many of them because we thought they were follow bots.
Yep.
Could you imagine like how? And they were following like thousands of accounts in a day somehow.
Yeah.
Or like over the course of a couple of days. Like, what if you didn't want to follow all those? Like, you'd have to go through and unfollow so many of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not to mention, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there where they're programming these new bots, these follow bots,
Yeah,
to take advantage of the fucking holes within that onboarding process and just fucking rape. I mean, we were seeing users that had, thousands of follow channels, and they had just created their account yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there is, as far as the last time I've heard somebody that checked, it was you sign up, you pick games, and then they auto follow streamers for you. And if you don't like what you can see, you can unfollow them.
Yeah.
So
Auto follow is probably not
I
a
don't
great
understand
idea.
who would want that.
yeah, not me, because it took me 4 years to get 1,000 followers on Twitch. I've gotten the second 1,000 in the past month from auto follows. So but you don't get stats if you're not an affiliate, correct? Like, do you get the same stats page if you're not a Twitch partner?
I think everybody gets the
Think-
same stats
okay.
page as far as I think.
Okay, because before this new stats page, there was no way to gauge your growth that wasn't the follower count. Like, that was the one number, if you weren't looking at your concurrent viewers, that was the one number that you could look at and kind of gauge how much you were growing from week to week or from month to month. And but that's gone now.
I also want to bring up, as far as like people are like, oh, follower count is important. I watch streamers on a daily basis who have 200,000 followers and only 200 people in chat. Like, it just doesn't make fucking sense, you know, as a way to measure success.
Yep.
Or growth. It's just a number that advertisers will cling on to because they don't know better.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they tweak it down the road, or make it so like that Streamlabs integration that you were talking about, that would be awesome. Or maybe wait for the follower account to actuate until that person is in chat. Like, if they follow when they're not watching and then they join your stream for the first time, it said, hey, this person followed and has joined the channel for the first time. That would be cool too, but I don't really see how they would be able to do that.
Wouldn't that be a horrible idea because we discourage auto welcome bots? Or are you saying, like, if they typed their first chat message in and they're like, okay, this is their first time here, or something.
So if they follow from the mobile app when they're not watching, the next time they come into chat, if they say what's up, it could be like, this person has followed the channel, and you would know from that notification, okay, this person followed and they're actually in my chat now, so I should say hi to them. So we'll see. In final news, actually not really final, there was a big Overwatch change that came this past week, and that was Mercy losing her ult and her ability to res an entire team. I am not 100% certain on this. I was listening to the developer YouTube update video. I'm pretty sure that the res was switched to an alternate ability, whether it was a shift or a right click. You can res a single person, and it's on a countdown. Her ult is now something called Valkyrie, to where she can now fly anywhere in the map. Her healing and attack damage boost streams can now reach farther and recharge at a faster rate. Her gun does more damage and has a faster trajectory, and then she can fly. So that's the
she
extent.
had 1,000 health.
1,000?
1,000 health. I saw it. I was like, that can't be fucking right.
Oh my god.
Ooh boy,
she's crazy overpowered right now. Everyone's saying it's like, yeah, this is awesome, but it's so fucking overpowered, and they're gonna dial it back. But I was like so sad for Mercy mains. I was like, this is so, like, how could you take away from the classic res, you know? And then I saw her flying around just pistoling people, and I was like, oh shit, you know, she just got 4 kills from her tiny, like, pew pew,
Battle Mercy,
flying wherever she wants. You know, like Farah can like go up in the air and then kind of like puff around. She just like straight fly any direction she wants to.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, is it just like you just hold W and like wherever your mouse is pointing, you fly to?
Correct.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
While shooting.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, what?
Yeah.
I rewatched the GIF like 5 times trying to look at the fucking health meter. Like, that can't be 1,000.
Battle Mercies can rejoice.
right? Yeah, Scope said they said they're going to knock it down to 600 or something.
Okay.
But still, who has doesn't Roadhog have 500 health?
Yeah.
Some close to that. Yeah.
And then Winston with ult is 600 or 700, isn't it?
No, I think he's up to like 1,000 when he's ulting.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
What? Much. Okay. So
Interesting.
that was I watched the update video, and the reasoning that they gave, I think, justifies the change, and I think it's going to make a couple people switch up their gameplay. Because there was nothing more disheartening than wiping a team on point and then having it just get rezzed. Everybody get
The
rezzed.
Mercies would hide
Yeah.
away from the battle, wait for everybody to die, and then
Just come back and res everybody.
That's the only reason why I completely agree with it. I think that's such a stupid mechanic that you can, if you piece together a perfect group of ults together and you can somehow kill an entire team and then they could just all of a sudden come back.
yeah,
That just doesn't seem right for a game.
No.
Like that.
killer.
I agree. Real cool. Last couple points. We can kind of, I'll rush through these because we're getting over the 2-hour mark. HTC Vive price drops down $200 and is officially a $600 bundle. That's fucking awesome. There is going to be, Salty, you don't have the stream up, so I'll post this. There was some footage of the new Need for Speed game, 4K at 60 FPS. It looks fucking gorgeous. So goddamn buttery smooth. And then last but not least, NVIDIA Shadowplay can now auto record every kill you get in PUBG. So there's something that you can turn on now where if you have Shadowplay on, every time you down somebody or kill somebody, it will auto Shadowplay your kills and save the videos.
Wow,
But
that's
it's like
dope.
But it's like set up so it shadow plays whatever settings you have, right? For shadow play. So like if you have like, say you want to record the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or the last, okay. I was just gonna make sure because I was like, how is it gonna know the build up to that?
Yeah. I think it's just going to be the killing point, the last minute or two.
I would say last like 45 seconds or something. They'll probably only clip that. But that's kind of cool that like the game has an API that another program can track, with Shadowplay. Like, kill, send a signal to Shadowplay, record. Because sometimes you're like so heat of the moment, like you forget to Shadowplay because you're like, I just fucking killed 2 people.
Yeah.
I don't know where the other 2 are. That's the last thing you're thinking about. So that's cool.
That's cool. Thought that was a cool feature.
Number of kill comps on YouTube and PUBG is gonna fucking skyrocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way,
Salty, you said you can't. What?
Oh no. This Need for Speed, is this still on the Battlefield engine? Frostbite?
I don't know.
Okay.
Salty, you said you can't do VR, right? Just because of motion sickness.
It's been a long time. I tried an Oculus. When what was it, the DV2 or whatever. It literally just makes me sick. The resolution being so low and the whole screen door effect and all that shit. Eventually, I'm hoping when the technology gets better and the screens get higher resolution to where I don't need to have a fucking IBM supercomputer running them to get a decent resolution, then it'll be better for me. But every time I've tried it in the past, even like cell phone through the little cardboard box view hole thing, nah.
Yeah.
It'll just make me sick like immediately.
Okay. Robot, do you want to get a Vive?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Of course, fucking Speed bought his. And
I know. He should be
$200.
able to get a credit or something.
I would
because that's
fucking-
bullshit.
It's only been a couple weeks. I would refund that bitch and send it back.
Yeah, get a
Just
new
buy
one.
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told him to do that or to contact support because I think there's a window of 7 to 14 days, one of the two. I was like, dude, just fucking return it and rebuy it.
Yeah.
In Canada, the price on because I bought my Vive on Amazon, and Amazon.ca, the price went down from $1,149 for a Vive to $799. So it's like a $350 difference.
Wow.
Damn.
And
now kind of heard, you know, this is awesome for VR, but I also read that HTC is just bleeding money right now and they're trying to offload some remaining units. I don't know how true that is because it was just like a rumor.
Yeah.
But this makes it all the more pretty to do. And if you get 2 controllers, the motion sensors, the headset, for all of that, that's so worth it. It's so worth it.
I'll be getting one soon.
Yo, Naaackers, you want to split? You go at halfsies, and then we can borrow back and forth?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right.
I want
you
my
fucking
own.
missed that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it had it if it was still
on it either.
Yeah, right. I don't need your eye herpes all up on me.
You're gonna give me eye zits.
Right. Yeah, all right. Look at these boys. You want some of the other side. You want some of these? If I wasn't such an immature fuck and I would stop picking them, they would go away within a couple days, but I'm such a spaz when it comes to picking shit on my face. Anywho. All right, that is it for the gaming news. We are gonna fucking blast through the Q&A. We have 21 questions.
Oh my god.
So let's try and go
rapid fire.
Yeah, let's try and go through these kind of quick. First one comes from Have, Ohio. No. Middle-aged stream. If you had a band, what would the name of your debut album be?
All day.
Punk's still not dead.
Would probably just be hold the fuck up.
Hold the fuck up.
Hold the fuck up.
Hold the fuck up.
Crocs
Hold
and
my
Hot
bear.
Pockets Volume 2, probably. I don't know. Next question here on the horizon asks, so if oh wait, no. Have Ohio said, are we really not allowed to subscribe during your talk show? No, I just if we're live and we're in the middle of the show, I don't address notifications. So subs, tips, resubs, all that stuff. It's all silenced because I don't want to take away from the audio experience if people are listening to this off stream or podcast. So you are more than welcome to resub during the show. You just won't get any recognition from me. You'll probably get some emote spam in chat, but I just don't address it so not to tarnish the audio version of this show after the fact. Next question, Hero on the Horizon asks, so if you don't mind me asking, how did you come up with the name for the talk show? Crocs and Hot Pockets is a very nice name. That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said about the title of this podcast. For the same reason that I didn't watch Game of Thrones at first, I just took 2 things that I liked that I knew people loved to give me shit for and put them together. I just wanted a title that had absolutely nothing to do with the show or anything we would talk about the show. I wanted it to be something that somebody would remember after the first time you say it. And also it makes people ask questions and it starts conversation. So half, I just wanted to piss people off because everyone hates Crocs, and half a little bit of marketing science. And I mean, I love Crocs and Hot Pockets.
Now he's got a fucking song named after the show.
Right? And now
That's
there's a song out there. The Popsky was the artist that made that song, and it's a show that we start and end with, or the song that we start and end the show with every time. Yeah. The next question is from Mr. Jaker. On a scale from 0 to Naaackers, how hungover is everyone?
Oof.
This morning
0.
I was a 10. I was a full-on fucking 10, but now I'm at like a 2. I could probably eat some more McDonald's.
I'd say that's still pretty hungover.
A 2?
If you can just casually just eat McDonald's, you're still hungover.
Yeah, probably. Salty,
Is that where Twinnie is?
I'm not hungover. I've just been
passed
drinking all day. Like, I had 4 or 5 beers while my son's party was going on. I've been up and on my feet since like 6 a.m.
Oh my god. Yeah, Twinnie was hugging the porcelain bowl last night pretty hard.
Before or after the bathtub?
Wait. Oh, for drowning? I'm thinking that she was. Oh my god, that was so. So, girlfriend likes taking baths. All right. So she gets up out of bed before me. This was like 2 or 3 days ago, and I didn't hear any noise from the bathroom and our bedroom share a wall. And if she's showering, there's bottles being dropped, there's the shower curtain. There is no noise coming from the bathroom at all. Or usually we have a pair of speakers in the bathroom that you can plug your phone into to play music. Complete silence for like 20 minutes. And so at like the 20-minute mark, I start getting a little paranoid. And I go up and I knock on the door. No answer. Weenie? 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 Are you okay? Weenie. And so I fucking bust open the door and she comes slinging out of the water. She's like, what? I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why weren't you answering? And she said, I was cleaning the water. I was underwater. I couldn't hear you. I had a fucking
Oh my God.
Like,
Nervous breakdown.
the time in between knocks felt like years. I was like, my girlfriend's dead. She's fucking dead in the tub. And I'm going to get framed for murder somehow. This is the end of my life. This is it. This is fucking it. And,
So it ends.
yeah,
This is how it all ends.
and
my
I mean, plus
God.
side, I got to see some boobies that day. Not, gotta look at the silver lining. But oh my God, that was absolutely terrifying. I do not wish that upon anybody.
Welcome to fucking living with other people.
Yep.
Fatherhood.
Every fucking the first like 3 weeks my son was alive. That was every fucking day of my life. I'd like that's half like 60% of the reason why the baby monitor I have has like HD night vision fucking video on it.
Yep.
With
Fucking
like
army
it's
grade.
got a little sound bar that actually shows like robots fucking like audio processor has the fucking little bar. It actually shows that on it. I can basically zoom in and see like how many eyelashes are on his fucking head just to make sure, because like the
God.
first 2 or 3 weeks he was a lot like he was at home. Is like every time I woke up I was like, okay, he's still good. He's still good.
Are
We're
you
good.
still breathing, you little shit?
Me
You
and my
better be
wife are like
breathing.
high-fiving and shit.
Yeah, that.
Like, that's why like the 2-year-old birthday party today, we were both like, after everything settled down, everything got cleaned up, and he went to bed right before I got on the computer to do the podcast. We both just kind of looked at each other and we're just like, all right, 2 years down.
Did it. We done did it.
Yeah.
And like 100 more to go.
Yeah. So yeah, no more baths are allowed in this fucking household. The showers only from here on out. Next question. If you were born a fruit, what kind of fruit would you be? That was from Middle Age.
I'm a banana.
Look at me, Mom!
My spoon is too big. I would say cantaloupe.
Okay.
Because I'm thick.
And I like to elope.
Yes.
Rapid fire, boys.
An apple.
Pineapple.
You both just saying apple?
Boring.
I said
Android
pineapple.
user?
Oh, pineapple.
Oh, pineapple.
Ooh, so you could be put on pizza and eaten.
Wow.
He's spiky on the
Why
outside.
would you call me an
juicy on the
Android
inside.
user if I said Apple, smart ass?
That's why I was confused. I'm like, Android user saying he wants to be an apple.
No,
Okay.
apples taste like pompous ass.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get eaten.
Yeah.
142 a day keeps the doctor away.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'd probably be a mango because of the black pit inside, also known as my heart. Next question. This one comes from Scopes. What games are you looking forward to for the fall?
Wolfenstein 2.
Yep, same.
And yeah, I would just say Wolfenstein. I'm really looking forward to it.
Farming
Fallout.
Simulator Platinum Edition.
I'm gonna say Fallout 4
Motherfucker.
VR.
Oh.
Buddy.
You know, I was going to give Bethesda a lot of shit for re-releasing that game on VR for an additional cost. And then I played with VR at fucking High Score Lounge. I'm like, I could see it. I could see it. This could be fun. I just want to see what it would be like to shoot a fat man.
Oh,
VR.
yeah.
Like
I
that
can't
would
wait
be
to see what it's
so
gonna be like
cool.
when a fucking super mutant comes chasing after me.
It's going to be the
Oh,
scariest thing you've
fuck
ever
that.
experienced in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
fucking, what are those Sasquatch dragons?
Talking about the Death Claws.
Death Claws, yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's what the fat man's for.
What if I can really pet dog meat?
With your fat man.
Good
Puppy.
Next question. If you were going to build an ark to rescue the middle-aged stream, this is from Paul. Because of the middle-aged stream lives in Texas with the hurricane and everything. How would you build it, and what would you name it? I mean, Noah did it the best, so I'd say a giant rectangle, right?
Ark McArkface.
Cody McBoatface.
I like that idea.
Oh, we'll go with that, just to quicken that question up.
Save some animals too.
Mr. Shadow Pro asks, I asked this in the 1v1 with Sonder and it went down so well. Would you rather have penises for fingers or vaginas for ears? So I already answered this, so you guys can give your answer.
Penis for fingers, absolutely.
Yeah.
You would just be able to please women all day.
Oh,
I want someone fucking my head.
Yeah.
You ever ask your wife how that goes?
Get that away from me.
And you could just like roll the window down and just like put your hand out the window and pee out the window while you're on your way home.
Who needs a rest area when you can just pee out your hand?
like
You know how like people always put their hand out the window and do this? Like if you put my hand out the window and pee.
I'm out of windshield wiper fluid. Anyone got a piss? Oh my god.
Or
Smells
in
like
Canada. Oh, my windshield is all frosted up. Better piss on it.
Makes a surprise penis to like a whole new meaning. Surprise penis.
Ice.
surprise penis.
Did everybody answer that? If it's penis for fingers? Yeah.
Yeah, penis for fingers.
All right. Have Ohio asks, what do you do in this show? You've officially been filled in. Next question. Hewer on the Horizon asks, when you were younger, what was your fondest memory involving video games?
When I used to play SNES and my mom told me that we had to go out for the day, like we were going out to do chores or whatever, and I'd yell up to her from downstairs, "Can I leave the console on?" Because if I turn it off, you lose your progress.
Oh, that's right.
And I remember the joy I got when it was like, "Yeah, you can leave it on." It's like, yes!
Thank God.
Mine's pretty similar. It was just when I was really young. This is probably, I might have been 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old. In my room, we had, at my house, it was a fucking old Selector UHV. It had cable input in the back, but it had the old shit too for antennas. And this thing was probably a 10-inch TV at most. This thing was fucking tiny as shit. But I remember the day that my mom let me hook the SNES up to that. And the first thing she said when she said I could do it is that if I catch you playing this fucking game in the middle of the night, then I'm taking it out of the room. So the first fucking night it was in my room, I had like the comforter from my bed covering over top of it. I had the volume off. The volume was completely off. And I'm just like laughing and giggling to myself fucking playing Super Mario World. Never got caught.
Awesome.
For me, I remember one of my most blissful moments in gaming. I remember being in the unfinished basement of my parents' house on the original Xbox, and I had the self-titled Blink-182 album that came out in like 2003 or 2004. I had that loaded, like imported into the Xbox, and I remember playing that album over and over and over again and playing SSX Tricky and just listening to Blink-182. And I distinctly remember being in that moment thinking, this game is awesome. This music is awesome. And I remember like stopping and going, wow, this is a great moment. And I don't know, for some reason that's always just stuck out of my head. I just remember being in the basement on this little CRT, tube TV, playing this game by myself and just listening to one of my favorite albums of all time. And
that's tricky.
And yeah, oh my god, those snowboarding games were so much goddamn fun. So yeah, that, I mean,
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah. that was more when that was high school. So I mean, I guess you could still consider that younger because I'm about to be 27. I'm turning into an old man. But yeah, it's definitely.
I got more gray hairs in my beard than you have in our body.
That's because my hair's falling out before it's turning gray.
I've actually debated on cutting off my beard because there's so much gray hair in it. It's pissing me off.
It's salt and pepper, homie.
So like it's everywhere.
Just,
everywhere.
Dude, please just rock the gray beard and gray head of hair. You would look so fucking badass. Like a much sexier
30.
Gandalf.
I'm not even 30 years old yet.
Would you rather
Kids
have
will do
gray
that
hair
too.
or your hair falling out?
Either way, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I used to have like the way MrFortyTwo cuts his hair. That's how and I used to shave and cut my hair like that every time. Just super tight. I've even used to just take a buzzer, no fucking guide.
Yeah, chicks love the salt and pepper, homie.
Yeah, do it.
Especially wives. Does your wife care about the gray?
No, she doesn't give a shit one way or the other.
She prefers it off.
She would probably prefer I cut it at this point. Not my hair, but definitely my beard. The fact that I'm starting to eat my own mustache is becoming an issue.
Yummy.
I don't know why, but I think it's just from playing so much paintball in my younger years. My hair is not my hair's not dying, but there's patches on my head where I get gray hairs. I don't know if they're gray hairs, but it's not the same color as the rest of my head.
Blonde.
There's because my hair is like dirty blonde naturally, but there's like patches that grow in like I want to say white, but it's not white. It's like kind of grayish. But I get like these circles of just like spots of gray. Every time my hair grows out even a little bit, I'm just like, well, this is annoying. I look like I'm dying.
Have you ever had as long as hair as like I have? Like, have you ever had longer than an inch of hair?
I remember. I'll try and find you a picture, but back in high school, I had hair.
Please let me see these pictures.
And there was a good year. It was like a year I was dating a hairstylist. So she made me grow my hair out. And I actually had like a faux hawk with frosted tips and everything.
Oh my God.
Oh, please show us.
We probably looked the exact same in high school. Because I also dated a hair. Was she a fucking psycho bitch cunt too?
Yeah.
Hairstylist, man. Hairstylist, dude. Ugh. Pussy game's so strong, they make you wear the hairstyles they want.
Yep.
Don't they? No, I'm sorry if there's anybody in chat that does hair, but I say the same thing to teachers. You're a good person, but you have to know that you're insane for dedicating your life to teaching little shits. I can't really say that for hairstylists. We do need you because our hair needs to be cut, but for the most part, you guys are crazy. And her name was Tiffany. Oh man. Yeah, I would love to see 42 with hair for sure. Next question. What is your favorite cheese and how is it better than provolone? That's from Middle Age Stream. I think brie, like a double brie on a cracker with either figs or jam is hands down my favorite.
Smoked Gouda.
Smoked Gouda is a hard second for me too.
I would say Munster or Havarti.
Havarti if you want to party.
Oh man, that's a soft cheese, man. Cut that with my fingernail, my hangnail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cut that toe cheese with a hangnail.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
Now, Munster is like one of my favorite for sandwiches, but like if you want like a amazing like grilled cheese, get like Havarti and like goat cheese and put those on a grilled cheese. Mwah. And if you want to get even like fancier, put like thin slices of pear
on a grilled cheese.
On a grilled cheese, yeah.
Really?
Because the salty cheese, and then there's like the goat cheese adds a little bit of sweetness, and then the pear adds a sweet crunch to it. It's good. It's good.
And also,
take it from a fat guy.
Use mayonnaise instead of butter on the bread, which is a little known fact that I learned within the last 6 months. Makes a huge difference.
My wife was the one who taught me that. Never did it before then. Changed my life.
Yeah, so good. 42?
Yes.
I don't eat that much cheese. I think it's brie that I like with crackers.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure that's the right one, but yeah, that's what I'll have to go with.
Comes in a white wheel and has like a white kind of soft rind that you cut through.
Yeah.
All right. New Life is Strange prequel episode 1 drops this week. Who is getting it? Still need to play the first one.
I'm gonna be watching Robot play it because that's what I did with the rest of the Life is Stranges. That's what I do with a lot of especially any of the story type games, Telltale, stuff like that. They're the type of game where there's no point in me buying it because I would much rather just watch it.
Yeah, someone gifted me the game like 2 months ago, and it comes out this week, so I'm very excited to play the first. I'm guessing it's gonna be episodic again, so like I'll play the first episode, and then in a month the next one will come out. But like Stranger Things was one of those games where I didn't expect it to be so good. I thought I was gonna be playing like a little teenage girl in high school. Like I was like, this is gonna be gay, and it ended up being like one of the best games that I've ever played in my life.
You said Stranger Things.
I said Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Fuck. So also a great TV show. Definitely watch that. Stranger Things. Oh my God. What?
42, you?
Life is strange.
I totally missed a question. I was looking through Facebook pictures of me with hair.
Yeah. Are you gonna play the new Life is Strange?
I haven't even played the first one.
Okay.
Still got to do that.
Next question comes from Howie. Zip up hoodies or pullover hoodies?
Zip ups.
I like
I
both.
used to have
now.
a lot of hair. And I was not fucking around with no pullover. Like my brother has a shitload of hair now. Like his hair is like fucking down ponytail style at this point. My hair was here in high school.
What?
But it was curly
I
as
can't
fuck.
imagine that.
Need pictures. I need pictures from both of you.
That shit looks like a
see that.
fucking helmet in 90% of the pictures.
I'm gonna say pullover.
Okay. I like the comfort of pullovers, but I like the ability to open hoodies if it's too hot. But I've definitely started to like pullovers more lately. I've always been a zip up guy, but I'm starting to like them a lot more now. Scopes asks, if you had to choose between getting a tramp stamp or throwing away your entire gaming setup, how big would you make the butterfly above your ass?
Oh, it would
As
be
big as it needed to be.
Yeah, fucking huge.
Yep.
Look at this
right.
shit.
I want all the detail on the wings.
Here on the Horizon asks, would you rather go without internet or a car for a month? Answer on 3.
Car.
3, 2,
Car.
1. Car. Yeah, unanimous. Here on the Horizon, no Scopes asks, on a scale from big rigs over the road racing to Rocket League, how worth it is COD World War II?
Don't know. Haven't played it.
Same answer.
I gotta wait till launch. It's still fucking early access.
Yeah, it's too early to know. There's beta, but there's only 2 maps. There's no zombies gameplay.
Is it going to be any different except for being World War II? Is it still just going to be COD?
Yeah.
It's just going to be COD with small maps. Spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. Like,
I mean, Gamescom, they did a walkthrough of one of the maps, I think, with the dev. It didn't seem all that special.
I'll play it for the single player, but I don't give a shit about multiplayer, especially on PC. It's just not going to be. I don't know. We'll see. I know there's a lot of like people who used to play like World at War who still play World at War multiplayer. You know, if it's anything, I mean, it's not even the who did World at War. Was it Treyarch?
Oh, that was Treyarch.
Did
Yeah.
World at War? Yeah. I don't think they're doing this one. Or there's 3 studios. There's Infinity Ward, Raven. Maybe?
I thought it was Activision, and then
Then another small third-party one that did the Modern Warfare Ghosts. Yeah, I can't remember the new company, but they're I'm sure like one's taking single player, one's taking multiplayer, and the other one's taking zombies.
okay.
But it's just gonna be another fucking Call of Duty game, just skinned for World War II, and that sweet M1 Garand sound. Ching! Ding, ding. Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer.
They nailed that clip sound in Day of Infamy too. When that clip popped, so satisfying.
So satisfying.
Meredith Lewis asks, is clickbait beard man is clickbait beard man single? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, she was loving on you in chat.
Yeah.
You got a baby.
I just and a ring. I just learned that speaking of gray hairs, that Dr. Disrespect actually puts hair coloring stuff in his beard.
Yeah, there's some clips and sometimes I watch a stream and you can see it. He's got pretty white hairs growing in there.
Yep.
He's fucking handsome, man.
He's so goddamn handsome.
Lady killer.
That could be you,
We
Salty.
gotta get pictures of him. We gotta get pictures with him at TwitchCon.
Yep.
Is he going?
I heard he is.
I thought he was,
I think
yeah.
he is.
All right.
Next question comes from Fragicide. Do you all believe that Twitch platform has become so oversaturated that the challenge of growing as a streamer has increased exponentially?
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's
If you
grows
just
every
like
day.
any other platform. I mean, YouTube's the same way. It's not the same way it was 10 years ago.
I think
It's just so accessible now.
I think
Any person with a console can do it.
Yeah, and even now with a phone, you have your phone now. You can IRL stream.
Yep.
I think I've heard every single big streamer say, if I was gonna start today, I wouldn't.
Mhm.
Like, I've heard
Wouldn't
Tim
make
say that. I've heard Summit say that. I've heard. Did I already say Tim? Yeah, Tim. I've heard Lyrics say that. They're the reason that they are big, and not the entire reason, but a big reason is because of where the market was back then and how easy it was to get started. But to get started back then, you needed a shit ton of money and hardware in order to make that happen. Like, you had to
internet.
Yeah, you had to
Like-
have the right hardware and internet to make it happen. But yeah,
It's the same thing across every major media platform for any type of content. As you see it, for those of you, I know you guys watch Philly D. If you watch his old content from like 8 years ago, if he put that shit out now, where he's just the old school shit, where it's like shittier camera, but just how my camera's set up right now, him just sitting with a webcam at his computer, spouting off random shit for 10 minutes or whatever. If he put that out now, he wouldn't be anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's got most of these big YouTube companies have built out entire media companies with 20 fucking employees and all kinds of stuff. One of the reasons why I like Jay's 2 cents so much.
same.
Yeah. I just think there's so much accessibility to it now. Anybody can buy a PS4 and out of the box just stream to his Twitch. Makes it heavily saturated. And just like how everybody and their mom wanted to be a YouTuber and tried to be a YouTuber, like, sure, everyone can stream and it's going to be so saturated, but really, in reality, only 70% of those people are actually like watchable, or will be good at broadcasting, Just because you can doesn't mean you're going to be good at it. I think it's,
I think it just blurs it a little. It makes it harder for you to
Yeah.
stand out in the crowd because there's such a huge crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And there used to be such a huge learning curve on like how to get started and stuff. It filtered so many people out of it, They're like, that's too hard. Like, you have to sit down and learn stuff. And so, definitely hella saturated. The big guys know it. The medium guys know it. The smaller guys are stuck in it,
Yep.
But yeah.
So I agree with all the points these guys said. It definitely makes it harder, but it separates the men from the boys, so to say. Feminists don't get triggered. Because the people who will eventually grow are the ones who stuck with it. Just like Robot said in the past, the amount of people that I know that have spent a bunch of money on hardware, streamed, and then said, after a month, I couldn't stand streaming, like being by myself the entire time, so I just stopped. So it's saturated. It's hard to get started. It's a huge challenge, but the people who make it out of that, you have the fucking utmost respect for them because they beat all odds. Like everything is stacked against you if you try and start streaming right now. And unless you're somebody like Doc has not even been streaming for 2 years. I don't even think it's been a year and a half. I think I looked, and his announcement of his first stream ever as Dr. Disrespect was May of 2016. It was either April or May.
Wow.
So unless
he had a lot of connections in the back too. That definitely helped.
He had a huge, I mean, he had that YouTube channel. He already had the character built. He had a lot of connections with companies, and he worked in the industry. But unless you're a Captain, is it General Mittens, or I almost said Captain Sparkles, titty streamer bitch. General Mittens or Doc or Future Man, or you got some sort of gimmick that is gonna get you to stand out at first. Or Sheriff Eli, or what one of the people, actually a failure. Now I wouldn't say a failure, but a streamer who got the spotlight that I thought would be huge was Scribbly, the guy who has the animated character.
I still watch him.
I like him, and I still watch him too, but the amount of love that he got on day one compared to his viewership now, he only averages like 10 to 20 viewers a stream.
Really?
And there's a couple streamers that figured out how he did it. There's one of the guys that plays on Family RP, the GTA 5M mod, the one cop. I think it's Andrews.
Okay.
He streams and uses the same sort of animation technique that Scribbly does.
So,
I thought you meant like how he figured out how to get featured or spotlighted or something.
No.
Okay.
Just
everybody that plays on the Family RP server is fucking partnered now in some respect.
So yeah, that was just one person who I thought was talented and was just gonna blow up after that. But that just goes to show that just because you have a gimmick that is super unique and probably took hundreds of hours of work doesn't mean that it's going to help you retain an audience after the fact. And that kind of made me sad because I really thought that he had what it took to maintain a huge audience. But when you're playing games like H1 or Pub or variety streaming, you might not do that well. Because talk about like Twitch streaming in general is oversaturated. Then you talk about streaming games like League or Overwatch or Pub or H1. It's going to be almost impossible for you to maintain an audience.
Pub's been at the top of the charts every time I fucking look at Twitch.
And now they've passed Dota with
an amount.
Yeah, and they have the highest concurrent players right now too on Steam.
Summit says it all the time too, that like, I could host you. If you're a smaller streamer, I could host you for 40,000 viewers, but do you have what it takes to hold those 40,000 viewers or to retain any audience? Just because you have the ability or have the exposure doesn't mean you're going to keep, those people. So
I feel like there is a niche market for these giant streamers that have these tens of thousands of viewers at a time, of just making fucked up ass reaction videos, of rating people that have do not see it coming in any respect and just have like a fucking meltdown when they realize how much of a pain in the I would panic, especially coming from a chat like that where everything's auto modded and got 1,000 fucking mods in your chat. And you've got 18 different bots running, and then go into somebody's fucking like living room background in the dark playing fucking Minecraft for the 18th hour in a row or something like that. Like I would shit my pants. Some of them take it well, some do not.
Yeah, I remember the first. Piney still has the record host for me. It was like Salty. It was when me and you were playing H1, and Piney raided the channel, and it was like 500 or 600 people. I had a fucking heart attack. I thought my heart was gonna come out of my chest. So I can't imagine when people are hosting for thousands of people.
Yeah.
Okay, last two questions. What would you say is your favorite current horror game? I don't play horror games.
Neither.
I would, if I had to pick one that I've played, story-wise, Soma was the story was awesome.
I guess I could say Outlast.
Game was.
I played that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like through all of the scaring and me shitting my pants, like at the end, Soma's ending actually was like, oh my God, you know, it was like one of those major things. So like it was kind of worth it. But God damn.
I'm changing my answer. PR or fuck, what was it called? It was the PlayStation 4 demo. It was that PlayStation 4 demo of Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, yeah.
Yeah,
but it was called like PR or something super short. It was fucking terrifying for a demo.
I wish I would have gotten to play that. All right,
That could
final question. This one comes from Full Crust. What inspired you to start streaming?
All these clowns. Yes. We're in here.
Yeah, I'd actually have to say Robot Stream. My first time I watched it. I mean, I'd been watching Twitch for a little while, but then after I kind of started getting to know Robot, he was kind of the one who turned me on to it.
I have a similar answer. I started streaming because Robot showed me what it was. Like, when I was introduced to Twitch, Twitch was just a way for us to broadcast what we were doing to our friends. Like, that was the small bubble that Twitch was when I first started. I didn't find Twitch and see some, you know, Tim the Tap Man streaming to 15,000 people making thousands and thousands of dollars a day and say, I want to do that. Like, Robot was just like, hey, dude, I found this website where you can broadcast what you're playing and your friends can watch. And I'm like, oh, that seems pretty cool. And then I started doing it, and again, only doing it to our small group of friends. And then I would say the person that inspired me to start taking the show seriously and made me realize that I can have a lot of fun with a show was Future Man. Future Man has like always been like my number one inspiration and motivation for Twitch streams. So initial push into streaming and inspiration was Robot, and then like my full-on inspiration would be Future Man.
Got making me blessed over here.
And definitely a big part of it was the fact that all the people, especially Robot and Naaackers, that have been not only like shown what it would look like if you put work into what you do, but also like willing to help anybody with any fucking question ever. I can't tell you how many fucking times I've DM both of these motherfuckers in like the middle of the night and just been like, I have no fucking idea what's going on. And they're like, oh yeah, you just do the thing with the checkbox and then hit save and it's fine.
I can't tell you how many times I must have set up OBS for like over 50 people. And out of those 50 people, maybe 5 of them are still streaming today. But I could set up OBS in my sleep. And that's exactly why I do the AMAs, is just because I have all this up here and I'm too lazy to type it out. So talking is much easier for me. The reason I got into streaming was and it's kind of similar to Naaackers. Like, I didn't find lyric and was like, oh my God, this is what you can do. I like found it and I was like, how can I use this to find more PC gamers like me? So I started up. I originally created it for GSN Gaming because I wanted people on the outside to look in on me playing with people from GSN and just seeing how cool it is and how cool the people are and the games we're playing and stuff like that, and kind of like advertise GSN. And I mean, it worked. You know, we would play on our own gaming servers, Altus Life, COD Zombies, our Call of Duty servers. And I just used it as kind of like an advertising thing, but always thought of it as this kind of, like Naaackers said, like a very small bubble. Like I was doing it for me, my friends, and like any new people who were maybe interested in joining GSN. And then it just kind of became this thing that was just so much fucking fun, and it just kind of grew, and we were finding people. And then the one thing, like, I had done YouTube videos beforehand, you know, before Twitch, and I was just like, this is so great. I just hit go live, I do my thing, and I could interact live with these people. Like, if I'm fucking stuck in Nazi Zombies and I don't know how to get this staff, like, someone's gonna help me, you know, live right there. And I just thought that was so cool. So I always did it for a hobby and had done it for a hobby for 4 years, and now I'm on year 5, and here I am, still doing it, still loving it. Like, people who get into it, I'm always like, it took me, they're asking me questions like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? I'm like, do you see yourself streaming in 5 years? Because this is something you do for the long haul. This just isn't,
right.
like a.
Don't go out and blow $2,000 on a fucking computer that can handle it if you're only going to do it for 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you're going to enjoy it so much that you can say for a certainty in 5 years, you would still be doing this, And
I would
5 years
stream
is
all
a
the
long
time if it wasn't for my shitty ass internet.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I was just telling the guys you should hook up your cell phone, your unlimited data, grandfathered data, and try that.
It'd probably be better than this. It's Skype that's doing it, by the way.
Oh,
Skype's
is it?
Upload is so fucking huge that it's just skirting the edge of what I can fucking handle.
Jeez.
Do you guys all can picture the 1v1 podcast layout, right? Where it's just a big backdrop and then 2 windows. I went back and looked at a video of Robot streaming on the GSN channel, and it was literally same size windows, him in one box, and then the gameplay in another box, and this giant background with GSN gaming at the top. Like, the gaming was the same size as the webcam, right next to each other.
That was a standby screen. That wasn't like I played like that all the time.
Oh, okay. I just looked at. I just saw the thumbnail.
I'm getting to the game. Yeah.
Okay. Like, damn, yeah,
no cam horror.
Yeah, we really. Well, no, it wasn't even that. I mean, it was just funny because you put so much time into this background that had the GSN gaming logo and stuff, and I was like, did he really play games with both the window and the webcam the same size?
That was just a way for me to advertise the community while we were on standby or something, or in between games.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
well,
make fun of that screen. I was probably the reason that screen was probably the reason I found you, assholes.
probably could have been. Yeah, could have been. All right, that is it for the question and answer part of this show, and that is also where we end tonight's show. So we're going to go around the room one more time, give everybody a chance to announce who they are and where they are located on the internet as far as social media, and if they have any special events or streams coming up. So, Mr. SaltySam, start with you.
My name's SaltySam. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at the SaltySam, Instagram, Snapchat, Salty all day. And look forward to getting my fucking internet fixed here in a week or two when I have 2 weeks off so I can actually stream.
Yeah.
Lots.
My name is MrFortyTwo on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch. I stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's kind of the only scheduled day I have. I stream random days here and there as well. And I am also on Twitter at MrFortyTwoTV.
I am BadBadRobot. You can find me on twitch.tv/BadBadRobot. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at the BadBadRobot, all one word, the BadBadRobot. And then I stream Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are night streams. Tuesday, Thursday, day streams. And pretty much kind of do it full time at this point, or part time to full time. 30 hours a week is what it usually comes out to be. So, yeah.
My name is Naaackers. You guys can find me on this very channel. I stream 4 nights a week, 3 game nights and 1 podcast night. Stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, with podcast being on Sunday. This upcoming Sunday is actually going to be a brand new podcast that I have not talked about at all. And a little bit, some more details will be out about that later this week. Real quick, Speed Demon was not able to make it tonight just because of some personal stuff. So if we could get some love in chat, I know he's in there watching. Go ahead and throw some love for Speed Demon in chat. You guys can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Naaackers with 3 A's. I'm going to be getting into, as long as I can get the setup to work, I will be playing Red Dead Redemption this week. And then I'm going to try and go back to my play a single player game for 3 hours and then play Rocket League for the final hour or two. I'm going to try and go back to that schedule now that RLCS is done. So Rocket League podcast and Red Dead Redemption this upcoming week. That is going to be it for tonight's show. Thank you for coming out to episode 35 of the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. I will see you guys next week for episode 36. You guys absolutely killed it. Thanks for sacrificing your Game of Thrones watch time for hanging out with us. But Game of Thrones is over, so I expect to see all you fucks back here next Sunday, okay? There's no reason for you to miss the show anymore. So thanks again for coming out. We'll see you guys later. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Why?
Woohoo.